I am live. So it tells me, hello world. Hey, Scott. Yes, I'm live. You are the first in all caps. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Philip. On X. X comes through pretty quick. Whacked Man. Of course, Whacked Man's here. Second. Nah, you're about fourth, Whacked Man. Hey, Ernie. Hey, Dave. Is every David a Dave? Because I was not Dave when I was a kid. For those who don't know, Dave, well, it's not recent, but it's after I left school. I decided Dave was better. I decided Dave was a thing. So, yes, I was always David, and I hated David. Oh, you're second on PooTube. Okay. Hey, Heinrich. Hey, Lord. Marcel, Ernie. Very boring name. Who's been watching the live stream? Exciting stuff. Depends on how many other Davids are in the room office. Yes. Yep. I can remember when I was in primary school, there were 5 Joneses. 5 Joneses in the class. There were 5 of them. It was nuts. And we all, I can remember when we all sat down in the front seat, like, you know, we had like bench kind of, you know, the old school bench kind of things. And yep, everyone would go, hey, Jonesy. And yes, 5 Joneses turn around. And it was hilarious. So, yep. Oh. Hi. Sorry, had a little uninvited guest there. Hey, Stefano. It's not New Year yet. It's New Year's Eve here. Hey, Organic. From Madira Island. Where's Madira? I was going to ask, where is it from? It's Portugal. Okay. I didn't know Portugal had islands. There you go. How many people live on Madira Island? Is that how you spell Madeira cake? Because here in Australia, we have Madeira cake. Madeira cake. I don't think that's how it's spelt, though. Then again, I'm an engineer. I can't spell. Thank you, Carlos, with 4 names. Wasn't I in Ohio when I was a kid? Oh, God. That's an old joke. Three days that you can't work. So he just called Hunter. Nice. Hunter's a good first name, unless you're into politics. Geez, when you wish you get some of those kickbacks. Problem is, you've got to pay 10% to the big guy. That's the problem. But still, we can launder that art money. Awesome. Yes, David too, who used to work for me, he hated being called Dave. Like, hated it. He would correct every single person that tried to call him Dave. Hated it. He was David. So, yep. So he's the only one I've ever known. It's the only David I've ever known that hates being called Dave. Hey, Karasaki. Thanks, 10-6. Biting commentary. Is that what it's called? Thank you. Hey, the fixer. Hello, Grzik from Poland. I'm butchering that one. Thank you very much, Bob. Glad you learned something. Hey, Erkness. Hey, Retro Z Machine. Good morning. Is it still morning? Yeah, it's still morning. It's always morning in America. Oh, boy. It's crazy how prices have gone up. I'll tell you what's interesting is, as some of you might recognise from the background, hey, Lord DB, Lord Byron. As some of you may know by the background, I am possibly not at home. Are these tinted windows? No, I don't think. No. Oh, yeah, maybe. Madira is located in front of Morocco. Here we go. Madira is located in front of Morocco, an archipelago with 3 islands, and there is another archipelago, Azores. Yes, I've heard of Azores, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or the Azores. I think it's called the Azores, isn't it? With 9 islands. Yes, that's why it's called the Azores. If I'm once again pronouncing that correctly, a bit more north and close to the Central Atlantic. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, people are born in a tent. They're leaving doors open. Oh. There's some shenanigans going on.
Sorry for the interruption.
Hey, Jackie. What was I saying? Do I still hear from David too? Yes, occasionally. He's working at a big company now, as in one you've heard of, but I won't say. But I haven't physically caught up with him. We were supposed to last year, but no, didn't happen. He's married now. Sorry for all you. I know there were lots of David 2 fans, but sorry, he's taken. He's gone. He's officially off the market. Hey, Ian Scott Johnson in the house. Hey, Vlong. No, there was no project that would change the world. No. It's working on the microcurrent. The micro supply that I've shown many times. More multimeters for 2025. Well, yes, there are. I'm going to have 2 new EEVblog branded multimeters middle of January. So I've got to deplete all the company cash in a couple of weeks, another week or something. I've got to deplete all the company cash. I'm going to buy massive stocks of multimeters because I just happen to be out all at the same time. The only stock I've got is 121. I got a few 121s and I've got BM235s, but I've got to buy stock of all new meters. And I don't buy just a box. I buy 10 boxes, 15 boxes. LaCroix HD Wavemaster 8000 HD. You had to come home and have a cold shower. Nice. Hey, Mike. So yes, cold shower after playing with the scope. Bullshit free zone. I like that.
Daddy, look, can't you see? Look. Oh, I'm too old for this. Yeah, this in there. Very naughty.
I might have to move inside.
You don't come out here unless an adult's with you. That's it.
All right. I'm moving inside. Might be too much noise out here. I'll be back.
Sorry, Ginger.
What backdrop will we have now? Oh, keyboard. Hello. Will this work? It's dark. And it's out of focus. Hello? Hello? No, that sucks, doesn't it? How about that? There we go. Oh, right under the aircon. There you go. Great stuff. All right. 368. No, that's X line to us. Please, Elon, for 2024, can we fix the live thing? Because it just accumulates live the X numbers. 275 viewers. No, it just keeps adding on. It never subtracts. Stupid. Will I be letting off some large electrolytic caps for New Year's Eve? Yeah, well, that's all I'm legally allowed to do. Because you're not allowed to have fireworks here in Australia anymore, or you can in Canberra. I think they're still legal in Canberra. But fond memories of almost blowing off my hand as a kid. Great stuff. David 2 does not have a YouTube channel. Bloody hell, stupid. Why does... Hang on. Bloody File Explorer keeps popping up over my window. Don't know why. Does David 2? No, he does not have a YouTube channel. He does not have a social presence of any sort. He is not online. What bloody pop? Oh, I think there might be an intermittent contact in my SD card. My little, I think that's why it was popping up. I'll leave that out. Leave that out and put it over here so I can lose it. Hey, Timothy, something I've been wondering since seeing the recent dumpster TV finds, is it at all possible to take a functional LCD assembly from a TV and run it from electronics of another, or are they custom? They're custom, unless it's exactly the same panel, because they will reuse panels. Like they'll be, the panels are manufactured by, one hung low company, and 10 major brands might use that particular panel. So in theory, you could take the screen out of that. You could take the panel out of that and drive it with any other one with the appropriate T-Con board. So you could do that in theory, but you have to know that it's exactly the same compatible panel, and that's maybe hard to do unless it has an identical part number or something. Am I at Times Square? No. Why would you say I'm at Times Square? Better connectivity than last year's holiday home. Yeah. Yep. Swimming pool's doing good. No, David too is not working at Altium. $250,000 people living there, really? Wow. That's a big island. Oh, don't buy a TDS 210. No. Unless you can get a TDS 210 for free, don't spend money on a TDS 210 or a TDS 220. It's literally 30 years old now, and it's slow as it was groundbreaking. It was the best thing since sliced bread when the TDS 210, TDS 220 came out. It was the first, compact, real-time scope, real-time storage scope. Because before that, they were all like equivalent time sampling. So, you'd get a very low bandwidth out of them. But here was like a full 100 megahertz bandwidth, 1 gig sample per second. So you got 10 samples. You got 10 samples for your 100 megahertz waveform. And it was in a compact, fanless form factor with almost instant power on. It was brilliant. But no, it's just too slow today. It's just go try to use it. And the LCD's horrid on it. I would not pay anything for it. It still has fans out there though. So hang on. Okay. Ta-da! Is that better? I've relocated upstairs. I can even give myself more light. Oh, look at that. I am lit. Oh, God. Yeah, I thought I was quiet outside, and then everyone came outside, and I thought it was quiet inside. No. Now the radio's going downstairs. Bloody hell. Yep. Any new dumpster finds? No, the dumpster's been, as you've noticed, it's not like I haven't been looking. Every day, every second day, I'm down at the dumpster room and I check. And there's nothing there. After COVID, I swear it's changed completely. Like, how many stuff, all the cool stuff I was finding. I was finding computers like every week. Actually, before COVID. And after COVID, there's just nothing now. Rare as hen's teeth. I found a computer down there the other day, but it was ancient. Didn't even have USB 3 on it. So, I've already got like 10 of them. So I'm not even going to touch that. I rarely get monitors anymore. Or if they do, they're like garbage. Literally. Yeah, so I don't know. I think people's state of mind or something's changed. Where, they don't throw out as much stuff anymore. Yes, the swimming pool's doing great. I thought I had a problem the other day. It had stopped. They went swimming. Mrs. EEVblog and the kids went swimming. And they came out saying, "Oh, it's kind of like it was cold. The water was temperature stratified is the word. So it had like temperature layers in it, and they never felt that before. And which is weird because like the pump comes on during the day, so it uses the solar and it circulates the heat. So when they go swimming in the afternoon, it's usually a nice even temperature, and it wasn't. It was temperature stratified. And then I went and checked. The power consumption graphs because I've got the solar analytics monitoring system. And I think Mrs. EEVblog's back too. It's going to get even noisier. And so I checked that, and the pump hadn't been coming on for the last 2 days. And I went out and checked, and yeah, there was an error code on the saltwater chlorinator controller thing. And yeah, so that was, but I don't know what the problem was. I just turned the power off and on again. Hello, IT. Sagan's just discovered the IT crowd. He's been binge watching the IT crowd. He's now on his second viewing of all 6 seasons or something of the IT crowd. Oh my God. He loves it. Oh, thank you very much. Teeny4. Oh, hang on. Hang on. How do I put up something's changed. Thank you very much for the $10 dues. 10 for 10. Grab $10 of H-bar. What's H-bar? Are you trying to flog a crypto? What is H-bar? Grab $10 of H-bar. Hang on. I am definitely not caught up in the comments. Yeah, I don't know how. Why is it used to let me put the super chats on the screen, and it doesn't let me do it anymore. And thank you very much, Aram, who's I can do Aram's one. Oh, okay, right. This was way back. No, I can't see it. I can't see Teeny's comment. What the heck? I see Aram's. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Thank you very much, Teeny4. Yeah, is H-bar a crypto? Can someone check? Is Teeny giving me money to buy $10? What's H-bar? I need to know. And thank you very much, Aram. Damn, YouTube limits super chats to 50 characters. Really? 50 character super chat? What is the limit on a normal chat? Like a normal comment? It's not 50 characters. Really? No. Oh my God. That's okay. That sucks balls. Really? Why? When you can do a normal comment that's way over 50 characters. I don't get it. Anyway, that's euros. 20 million Australian dollars at the moment. All the Aussie dollar jokes are like, you see the finance news, yeah, the dollar's been trending down, and people go, oh, it's gone, it's the apocalypse. And then I get the last year's graph, and it's like it's dropped like 7%. Well, so yeah, which is like significant for a currency, right? But it's not like it hasn't like halved. There was a 7% spread in the last year. Oh, it's Mrs. EEVblog. Say hi.
Hello.
You don't have to be on camera.
Good.
Yeah, she's in the bike shorts. Yeah. And she was taking her shirt off. Who wants to see Mrs. EEVblog? Shirtless in bike shorts. What was that? No, she said no. Okay. How was your ride? So did you go south? All right. Oh, so you must have had to have gone on the main road then at one point.
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. So I didn't even get the evil look either. I didn't. I thought she'd be longer than this. Technically, my dumpster finds are garbage. Yes, they are. They're illegal garbage. For those who don't know, it is illegal. Well, it's not illegal in like court of law, but it is against the terms and conditions of the strata. And I am the strata. It's against the terms and conditions of the strata to put any office waste or any home waste in the dumpster. So all those computers and monitors and all sorts of other stuff I find. They're not supposed to be in there. It is not an e-waste. We have no e-waste contract with our with the company who actually cleans out the dumpster room. So yeah, so they installed a camera in there. But no one's ever been pinged for it, I don't think. So people still that didn't change it. The like I said before, the after COVID, that was not, things changed because of that. It wasn't because they installed a camera. that was way after. Yeah, every time I do a dumpster TV find, everyone goes, oh, they make great backlights. Like they make great windows or whatever. Yeah, because of the polarizing film and yeah, whatever. I've done teardowns of the screens. Yes. And they make, it's like, yeah, but not really. So... Thank you very much, Jason. What was my favorite video standout from the past? I can't even remember what I did this year. I can't even remember. I don't know what my favorite... I just make videos. I've got 3 videos queued up. I've got 3 queued up. If you're a patron, you've seen them. So, say hi, Sagan.
Hello, random people on the internet.
Hello, random people on the internet, says Sagan. Have I got any big plans for my channel next year? Same as every year. No. I don't have a plan. God, if I had a plan, I'd be one of those big YouTubers with a huge staff of people and, nah, it's just me making random shit. I have no plan. I have things I'd like to do if I got off my ass. Like I'd like to, because my channel views are falling. For those that, well, it isn't just my channel. It's most electronics channels that I talk to are seeing a similar trend. It's just a slow down over the last couple of years. It's a slow downward spiral. I don't know whether or not that's because, well, it's almost certainly has something to do with that. There's just more channels. There's more choice. And people have only X number of hours in a day. And they can't watch all the different channels. Or they, lose interest over time. Or whatever, new stuff comes along. So, yeah. You're going back to work tomorrow? Oh, and then back to work. Going to work on the 2nd. Oh, yeah, the pool. The pool. Yes, pump problems. No, don't know. I assume it was the controller, just it had been on for a year. The power hadn't been turned off, and I don't know. It got into a doom loop somewhere. And I just turned the power off and on again and fixed it. So, yeah, it's fine. In fact, I can remote check now. Yes. Yep. Oh, no. Yes, that is today. No, that is yesterday, 30th of December. Today, 31st. No data. There's no data from my home. There's no live monitoring data unavailable. Okay. Either my house has been stolen, it's burnt down, or the solar analytics monitoring system has failed. Take your pick. Oh, I can still log into my battery. My battery's still going. Okay, so the house hasn't burned down. Good. Battery's sitting at 99%. Go figure. For those who want to know, this is the first test. While we've been away, the batteries dropped to 89%. So at 100%, charges up during the day, and the storage battery, it only uses 10% overnight, roughly. 10% of my 25 kilowatt hour capacity, even though I don't, well, not quite, because I only discharge to 80%. Oh, sorry, no, that is the true capacity. So yes, so it uses 10% of the battery overnight. So that's, you know, because we've got quite a lot of things. We've got 3 fridges, fridge freezer things. So we've got 3 of those plus the new ventilation system, which it works 24/7. So yeah, I can show you that data, but it's not that exciting. Anyway, it's 100% drops to 89%. Well, nobody's there. Do you think we're ever going to get a new space plane? Well, I like the what is it? The Sierra Space one. That really looks funky. That space plane. Is it Sierra Space? Is it Sierra? Yes, the Dream Chaser. Yes, the Dream Chaser. Yes, the Sierra Space Dream Chaser. Isn't that? Did I read somewhere recently that it's like on the verge of, I don't know if they're on the verge of bankruptcy, but they were having trouble. They were having some sort of, can somebody verify that the Dream Chaser's still a go? I do believe that they're still making it, but anyway, it looks very cool. The Dream Chaser looks freaking awesome. I've got a prototype photo up here. That looks great, man. I can see it. I can share this. Here we go. I'll share it. I can do. I have the tools. I have the talent. I think. Present. Share screen. Aha! I can choose a tab. Yes, there we go. Sierra Space Plane. Share. Boom. So, yep. Check out that bad boy. I think, hopefully you can see that full screen because I can't see if you can see it, if you know what I mean. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Look at that. Look at that. I'll see if I can. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Is that showing up? Tenacity. Sierra Space Plane. Man, that looks kick-ass. Really does. Looks fantastic. New update. So, yep. It's just awesome. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh, no, sorry. You're not seeing that. I don't think you're seeing that, are you? No, you're not. Because I did one tab. Anyway, looks awesome. Titanic 4? What? It looks like a Sea-Doo. Hi, Random Dave's Kid. Thank you, Angelotronics. Yes, electronics for space is interesting. I agree, Virtue Man. Do I follow Curious Mark occasionally? His videos popped up. I am subscribed, but I'm not a religious watcher. If there's something interesting, I will put it on, but only occasionally. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The Apollo guidance computer restore stuff is amazing. They build custom jigs to get it going again and stuff. It's incredible. Yeah, so that Sierra Space looks like a real Dream Chaser. I hope that gets off the ground, literally. Although it hasn't had a couple of test flights. Has it had a landing? It's been shipped to the Neil Armstrong Test Facility in Ohio for environmental testing. Yeah. Oh, that was in 2023. What is the latest update in the Dream Chaser? Hey, Mike's electric stuff is in the house. You've been to Curious Mark's basement, all sorts of amazing gear. His house is a literal mansion. Yes, I think. Did I send him something? Yeah, I think he sent me. Yeah, I think he sent me his address somewhere, and I looked up his address, and it was, I think it was a literal mansion. I think you're right, Mike. Yes. I think we know why Curious Mark can afford to do this. Yeah. If I'm thinking of the right, I think I'm thinking of the right. I think it's Curious Mark I'm thinking of. Yeah, I said I had something that he needed, and I think I shipped it to him. So I can't remember what it was. Curious Mark. Yeah, I've corresponded him with the Astro Compass mechanical computer. Oh, various things. He's on the list. The YouTubers. Google group. Although I don't think he interacts a lot. But, yeah, I think. Yep. Good on him. It's very passionate. Hang on. Whackman always knows. Dream Chaser has not been launched at all. No testing. Okay. It's only been dropped from an airplane. That's right. Yeah. Yes, so they landed it, didn't they? Yeah, they dropped it from an airplane and they landed it to make sure it could land and stuff. But it looks like the Go, and it seats like 4 people or something. It's exactly what you want for getting to and from space. It's just fantastic. All this Starship rubbish. That's right, the inertial nav B52, yeah. Hard to be a YouTuber. I can guarantee you he's not getting his money from YouTube. So I'm not sure where he got his mention from, but yeah. I was driving here and I saw this house, nice house on the hill, in the countryside. Oh my God, the shed. I went, I want a shed like that. The shed was bigger than the house. And the house was big. But it had, like 5 big garage doors, and it had like massive, like you could drive like trucks into it and stuff. And it looked like it might have had 2 levels as well. Wow. That's what I want. Try to convince Mrs. EEVblog. I reckon if we sell the house, sell the house and we sell the office, Sagan saying no.
We're not selling the house.
Not selling the house. All right.
You
You don't care about the office.
It's a mess already.
I cleaned it up, kind of.
I know.
Sagan's just sitting on a beanbag in front of me. Reading his Dungeons and Dragons guide. Sega wants to inherit the house.
No, I don't want to inherit the house.
All you're getting is the lab, kid. We're going to spend our retirement. Going to spend it all. You have to fend for yourself. Yeah, I was going to say, yes, we could sell the house and we could sell the office and the storage rooms, and we could buy like big acreage, not far away. That would have, well, you could either build it, but it's easier if you just buy one that already has, because quite a lot, because not far from where we are, out in the Hills district, you don't have to go that far, and there's tons of like a hectare. You can easily buy a hectare of land. Easy buy a hectare, and tons of them have like really large. So like they're not sheds; they're like car. Because people like their cars, and you can house 10 cars. Yeah, and often they'll have like a second level. They'll have fully self-contained. They'll have like a kitchen and a lounge room and stuff in them, like a man cave kind of thing. And yep. Oh, the Xray license. Yeah, I never got around to that. I could get my Xray license. The problem is getting an Xray machine. Very few of them come up. They're just rare as hen's teeth here. I think my license would expire before I can find an Xray machine to buy. It's ridiculous. Arcadia have large estates. Yeah, but dollars. Yeah, you've got to buy, because people around here, they pay for the renovation. So they pay for the fancy house. You can pay $1 million more for an identical house just because it's renovated. Some people are lazy bastards, and they don't want to, they're just happy to pay, they don't want to do anything. They want to move into this massively renovated house. That's why all these TV series are on in Australia. Australian TV is plastered with, The Block and all these renovation shows. And yeah, Australians are obsessed with it. But a lot of people don't want to do it themselves, so they pay a huge premium. So all you've got to do is buy like an original house from like, the 80s or something. And yeah, and you can get it for land value because no one wants to pay. And then you just slightly renovate it yourself. It's not hard. It's way cheaper. Even if you don't do anything yourself, just hire individual contractors. Right, we're going to remodel the kitchen. We're going to redo the bathrooms. And you do it step by step. You can save like $500,000. It's crazy. Living next door to Alan. Thank you, Gene. Thank you very much. Canadian. That's like 10 million Aussie bucks right about now. A vintage computer gamer gave him 50 quid for a 19-inch CRT monitor. Oh, wow. Yeah. Nuts. Neewood, Dick Smith has it. Yeah, I haven't been to his Terry Hills place. I should go visit him in his Terry Hills place with his own helicopter. I've heard it's not a helicopter pad. I've heard it's a hangar. He's got a hangar, and it comes out, and he like brings it down on like a trolley, like he lands it on a trolley or something. I don't know, but somehow he lands it and takes it into, takes it into his big hangar. Good on him. Tricky Dick's getting old. Don't know if he's still flying or not. Your aunt was an Xray tech back in the day. Interesting. Yes, in Australia, Chipmunk, you've got to have an Xray license. If you want to buy, you cannot sell. It is illegal to sell an Xray machine here in Australia. It's illegal to import them. They'll stop it at the border, and it'll be seized by customs. And you have to prove that you have an Xray license to operate the Xray machine, or you can't sell. And you're only allowed to sell it to somebody else who has an Xray license. So, yep, unbelievable. So, yeah, it's almost, so the market here for used Xray machines is virtually non-existent because of all that crap. Yeah. I think, maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why I didn't go ahead. Yeah. Like I could probably get the reason for having one. Maybe I'm an engineering channel and I need to, do an X-ray machine for PCB inspection or something like that, right? Because all of the PCB fabs have them, right? All the PCB fabs, they would have their X-ray license. So, yep. Yeah, like Joe Average, you've got to have like a reason for it. You've got to have a reason to have it. You've got to be, you might have to be in the industry, so to speak. Yeah, but I think I qualify, but I don't know. I do like church conversions. I do like churches. Old churches are cool. I do enjoy church conversions. There's quite a lot of those in Australia. They often come up. I've seen them come up for sale. Kevin Bloody Wilson. Yep. The Dick Smith book is an inspirational read. There you go. I'm sure it is. I'll have to get a copy. If you haven't seen it, search for my EEVblog 2 channel for his talk that he gave. It's really great. Yeah, datacomms wiring. You've got to be licensed to do datacomms wiring. Yeah. It is the nanny country. Yeah, but like you're just getting off I don't want to dick around with some dumpster X-ray machine, right? No, you just get a commercial one that has, a huge big thing with a big door on it, and you close the door, clunk, and then you turn on the safety interlocks and you press a big red button and you stand back. It's not, if you buy a commercial one, it's not like I'm going to hack one together, and like just buy a tube and then, put some lead shielding around it or something. No, I'm sure the commercial ones are completely safe. In the UK, X-ray rigs are done by health and safety at work people, so private owners are out of scope. Oh, really? How did you get one, Mike? Life in Australia is otherwise pretty good because it's Australia. That's why everyone wants to move here. Why do you think we why do you think we have a flood of 1 million people every year coming here? There's a reason for it. Yeah. Yes, they also cover X-ray tubes. Yes, that's why you cannot sell an X-ray tube here, let alone complete equipment. Yeah, it does apply to X-ray tubes as well. I have investigated that, and that's why you can't import. If you try and import it, you get the sender to change the description to scrap metal or something like that, or broken widget. Maybe, but most of them won't ship to Australia, so it's annoying. Yes, I am still publishing videos on Odyssey. I am one of the few channels that has been exempted from the because YouTube changed the rules. They changed the API access and all that sort of stuff for videos. So the likes of Odyssey can't auto extract the videos from YouTube anymore, or it's very difficult now. So they can't do it on a mass scale. So Odyssey have just announced that most channels now have to upload manually. They now have to upload. Yep, off their own bat. Otherwise, they can't do it automatically. But for a few reserved channels like mine, because I'm one of the original founding members of Odyssey, and I'm in I'm top 10 channel in the world on there. So yeah, so they've made exemptions for a few channels. Mine is one of them where they will still get the data. I don't know how they do it, but they still auto import my YouTube videos. So yes, you will find my videos still on Odyssey. But all the other channels, nope, I'm sorry. You'll have to tell the content creator to upload manually. It sucks. But it's not their fault. It's the fault of YouTube. They blocked it. Will I be holding any talks at the Radio Club? I've not been invited, and I don't know what I would talk about. I've not held a talk before. Yes, I have. I've been invited to. Actually, yeah, I've been invited to several places, and I've given talks, one of which I've uploaded on my channel partially. Yeah, you had to be there to get the full version. I was invited to the University of New South Wales, and I gave a talk there. And some of it is up on my YouTube channel, second channel. Oh, there's a new one, Dave. Yes, I did I took a look at the 747-400 flight sim. It's been sold. Interesting. Who would buy it? And how do you transport it? You get a large truck in and a crane? Thing's pretty big. Wow. Was it sold to a private person? And the new one, build a new one on the Motion platform, working perfectly. Nice. I thought the old one was impressive. What's changed with the new one? Doing collab videos is highly overrated. Everyone says, do a collab. It doesn't work like that. It's very hard to do a good collab video between two channels. It's quite difficult to do well. Yeah, you can just do it. We can just have a hangout. I don't know. You can do something trivial, but to do a good collab video, it's like, it's hard. Yeah, we could just hang out and rant, but that's not really a collab. Only operating in a work environment. Well, there you go. Try and import one from the UK and get it relabeled, because I guarantee if customs see that if that word Xray appears, and they've probably got software that scans for keywords as well. So if it's got Xray on the thing, it'll be stopped. So, yep. It's probably doable somehow. Maybe I should try. But yeah, I would have to get like a big, fully working, I want like a big, and it'd be really expensive to ship. It'd be thousands of dollars just to ship it, right? That is the other thing. Yeah, I might have to pay, $4 or $5 grand for the unit, and then I have to pay another couple of $1,000s at least to ship it all the way to Australia. Because, you want some big thing, right, that you can actually put, decent size. You want like at least a 30 centimeter cube, 1 foot cube or something like that you can put decent sized stuff in. And then it has to have a modern computer interface that you can actually get, decent images out of, right? So, yeah. Then it's got to be suitable, because they're often custom designed for a specific application, like is one of those ones that the assembly houses have for doing the inspections on the BGAs. Do they have a good enough range to do like an entire bit of kit this big. I don't know. So, yep. So, yeah, it'd be very expensive. And then if it gets caught up, I'm out of pocket. It gets stuck at customs. There's nothing I can do about it. Yep. No touchy. No touching a light switch. I am not allowed to touch a light switch, let alone a mains PowerPoint. Never done it, ever. Honest. Yeah, that's pretty kick-ass. Wow. You bought a dental Xray from Trade Me with no license? Maybe I need to start searching again. Yeah, I don't want to get something half-assed. I want to pay like several grand for one, right? I want something decent that does a good job. Then again, I don't know what I'm going to X-ray. Like, am I just going to do like, I don't know, what's inside this little blob thing, or what's, or do I want to put entire bits of kit in there? I don't know. So it needs to be versatile. Yeah, maybe I should go to a Chinese wholesaler. Although, do I trust a dodgy Alibaba X-ray machine? Nope, you can't change a plug. Actually, yes, you can. Yes, you can, because it's not. Yes, I can change a plug. I can work on mains gear, but anything beyond the PowerPoint. Literally, I can't take a PowerPoint plate off. Technically, you're not even allowed to do that. And tighten up a loose screw. Technically, you're not even allowed to do that. Yes, so anything to do with fixed wiring, anything that's not fixed wiring, yes, you're legally allowed to do here in Australia. I'm looking old. Do I moisturize? No. It's just bad light. Trust me. Just bad light, bad angle. I'm seeing. Yeah, trust me, it's all to do with the lighting. Sagan shaking his head. Trust me, look, my hair looks perfectly black here. Look at this. Perfectly black. And like people go, oh my God, you're completely grey. And yeah, because in certain light, yeah, the light bounces around in certain ways. And yeah. No, it's just because of the way I'm slouching. If you're wondering why I'm looking old. Yes, it is the light. Yeah, that looks dodgy, doesn't it? Yeah, we had an EEVblog meetup in Darling Harbour. I've wanted to do that again. It's just a matter of getting off my ass and actually arranging that. Sorry, I'm way behind on the chat. I'll catch up. This ain't Indian. This ain't Instagram. IG is Instagram? Yeah. No filters applied. That's right. I think I look pretty good for my age. Thank you very much. I've been burnt in the last couple. Like I got absolutely, yeah. I got very burnt. Don't know if it shows. No, it doesn't show up properly. No, once again, it's the light. Trust me. Yep. Got burnt the other day. Oh, what? Just use your eyes, for God's sake. Some bicycles have new rear radar now to detect cars. Just look behind you. It's not rocket science. Is analog oscilloscope better than digital? No, not really. Nope, not anymore, I'm afraid. Oh, for some, yeah, you can always find a niche case where analog's better than digital. But in terms of sheer versatility, you just can't beat digital. Can't beat it. Just the ability to single shot is a game changer. What non-techie stuff am I into? I am into, well, no. I was going to say, no. Hobbies, no. They're mainly techie, but I'm into fitness. I'm into obstacle racing. I'm into canyoning. I was into geocaching. I was one of the early pioneers of geocaching here in this state. And all sorts of stuff like that.
I'm coming back down.
Sagan, somebody's asking you a question. Did you finish that Forrest M. Mims book, Maverick Scientist?
Halfway done.
Halfway done. He's halfway done. Ooh. VE5SAR, which is his ham sign, says he was a bit disappointed with it. What is your take?
It's pretty good.
There you go. Sagan says it's pretty good. He's only halfway through. I assume you got something else and that actually you went on to that. You tend to get distracted.
Oh, wow.
You didn't even finish Young, the physics textbook. We gave him Young. He asked for a physics textbook.
But then you showed me the IC crowd.
It was only 1,800 pages, dude, of physics. What do you, or 1,500 pages? You should finish it, you lazy sod. Yes. Sagan's just discovered the IT crowd. Yep. So something cooler comes on. So the IT crowd is cooler than Young, the physics textbook. Oh.
Young has no humor.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty bland. It's pretty elemental. I'm here all week. Oh, boy. Yes. I dug my old university physics textbook out for Sagan because he's disappointed that they don't teach physics in high school until year 11. Year 11, which is senior school here. So that's when you're, 16? Yeah, 15, 16. Yeah. They don't teach physics. It's ridiculous. Yep. Not happy. Thank you, the sphere. Sagan should read an STM32 datasheet. It's only 4,630 pages. Really? Sagan said he doesn't know what that is. STM32 is a microcontroller. It's an ARM-based microcontroller because it's interesting. And you can learn about the instruction set.
Interesting.
He's holding up and pointing to a Dungeons and Dragons, the Dungeon Master's Guide.
2024, I'll let it be known. 2024 came out a month ago.
Came out a month ago. The new dungeon. Give it here. I'll show the stream.
Let it be known.
I'll show the stream. There you go. Highly recommended. Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide. Cool. Officially recommended by Sagan. And it comes like you've got like 3 others in the set or something.
I got 2024 Players Handbook. I would have the new Monster Manual, but it's actually not out yet.
Right.
So
okay.
So I bought the 2014 additional source for Tasha's copy instead.
And I could, if anyone knows anything about Dungeons and Dragons, we will test Sagan. Ask him to describe, I don't know, a spell or a whatever, and he can probably tell you off the top of his head. We're going to test you, Sagan. Anyone with Dungeons and Dragons skills? I'm waiting in the comments. We will test Sagan's Dungeon Master knowledge. Start Sagan on Z80 assembly. Guaranteed job future in Z80 assembly. Yes, he already considers himself a dungeon master. Your school stops specialization into chemistry, physics, math. We're all imposed with general science. Yeah, that's what Sagan gets. Sagan gets general science. Yeah, sucks. For Sagan, there's a question for you. Sheldon or Leonard as Dungeon Master from the Big Bang Theory? Sheldon or Leonard? He's contemplating it. He's thinking hard. Sheldon.
Please don't kill the internet.
Your wife thinks cretin pants make her look fat. What? What are cretin pants? What grade is Sagan in? Sagan's in year 9 next year. Year 9. What are we throwing on the Barbie? Well, it ain't shrimp. The famous Paul Hogan campaign. I'll throw another shrimp on the Barbie for you. We don't call them shrimp here. They're prawns. Hey, Def Bomb. Many schools now have to teach about politically correct and other woke subjects. Yeah. Yes, they grow up fast. He's not taller than me yet. He is taller than Mrs. EEVblog, but that's not hard because poor Mrs. EEVblog's only 5'1". She's fun size. That is my official description of Mrs. EEVblog. She is fun size. Looks like nobody's got any Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, there you go. Someone just gave you 10 euros. Say again. Towards Lego Dungeons and Dragons budget. There you go. Someone just gave you 10 euros.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Apparently there's Lego Dungeons and Dragons. I shall Google it now. Lego Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, there is. Look, you can get like a castle and a 1,000, what? 14,000 piece, no, punk house? What? No, that's not genuine. No. You can get Red Dragon's Tail, whatever that is. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. There's Lego Dungeons and Dragons. Cool. It's got a tower and a red dragon. Cool. Thank you very much. Sagan loves his Lego. And he loves his Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, you can get little mini figurines, and they're all in a tavern or something, and they're drinking in a tavern or something. Oh, I think they've reused the Darth Vader character there, have they? Cool. Thank you very, very much, Marcel. Everything woke is bollocks. Chipmunk. Oh, they stopped production, did they? Prices are only going to go up. Oh, you're stuck on your phone, Def Bomb. Stuck on your shoe phone. Nobody knows what I'm talking about when I say shoe phone. Nobody. Damn it, I'm going to keep calling it a shoe phone until people learn. 4 dice rolls. 1, 2, 3, 20. What's a higher average roll? The mean or the median? Nice. That's a joke about my latest video. It's about mean versus median. Sagan needs to avoid the troll under the bridge, as it could be Howard. Yeah, most people on here know Get Smart, but no one else does, unfortunately. So does anyone else think Agent 86 was hot? Totally. Yes, Jonas. It's a literal shoe phone. Sagan enjoyed the Get Smart movie, didn't you? Yeah? But you haven't seen the original series, have you? No. But you enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the movie. The movie's actually with Steve Carell, isn't it? It's actually really good. I really thought it worked well. And yes, there is a shoe phone in it. Yes, I really mean a shoe phone. James Bond had one. That was the idea. Yeah, I love the fact that it had a rotary dial too. Yeah, it's great. Oh, sorry, did I get Agent 99? How did I mix up 86 and 99? How did I do that? Oh, man, that must have sounded bad. Yes, Agent 99. Sorry. How on earth did I get 86 and 99 mixed up? Yes, I mean 99. She was hot. Agent 99. You have a rotary dial app on your smartphone. Oh my God. Yeah, I've got one of those RC 2014s. Yeah, I didn't know it was a full-time gig. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Sage and I built it once. The RC 2014. He sent one into the mailbag and Sage and I built the kit. Worked fine. I hear fish and chips for lunch. Yeah, there have been sneaker phones. Yes. Yep, I'm old enough to remember a rotary dial phone as well. Sitting on the phone table in the hallway. Oh, better than UK ones. Aussie fish and chips are better than UK fish and chips. Why even question that? Why would anyone question that? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll give you an injury update too. Injury update time. Injury update. My knee is something wrong with my knee. I've got a swollen knee. I've had a swollen knee for like 3 weeks now, and it hurts. It's not good. I thought it would. I thought I must. I don't know what I did to it. It's swollen up, and it's hot. So it's obviously trying to repair itself. No idea what I did with it. Maybe and it's the front patella it started out as a front patella injury, like you actually press on it and it was so sore, like really, really bad pain when I press on the front patella, and yeah, so I couldn't do any couldn't do anything on my knees or anything like that. So. Yep. And now it's just a general swollenness, and yeah, it's annoying. Although I've just discovered that if I go for an extensive bike ride, I think it helps. So that's how I usually heal all my injuries, is I exercise through it. Yeah, I can't keep track of the injuries. I don't know if it's a flare-up. No, it's different. Because I can't remember if I had is that my elbow? I can't remember. Get a lot of injuries these days. Going too hard. And yeah, but I have no idea what happened. I don't recall. Usually when I injure something, there's like, oh yeah, I did something dumb, and I felt something. Something just went, And yeah, because I was doing something extreme, and yep. But no, but no, I just woke up one day and my kneecap could barely touch the front of my kneecap. So yeah, and this was just before Christmas, kind of thing, or as a week or two before. And I thought, yeah, it'd just go away. I thought, yeah, I've just banged it, and I didn't notice. I banged it on a weight in the gym or something, or I did some exercise on my knees that I shouldn't have, and I don't know. Did I bang it on the floor when I was doing burpees or something? Although I usually don't land on my knees, but I don't know. Lots of things happen. And and I thought maybe I banged it. So I thought, I won't go see a doctor. It'll just go down. It'll just, I've just banged it or something. I didn't realize. And no, it's still swollen. So, but I don't have the front knee cap pain anymore. So that's gone. But now it's like the knee is swollen and you can feel it's hot. I don't even need the thermal camera to tell me that my knee's hot. You can just physically feel the temperature difference between my knees. So the knee is approaching the MTBF. Yes. Mean time before failure. Yeah. This is not my surgery knee. My other surgery knee, my left knee is great. This is my right knee. So my ACL surgery knee is better than ever. I would highly recommend getting a full ACL knee replacement. Full ACL replacement in your knee. It's great. We can build him stronger, faster. And it technically is, because they replace it with the hamstring graft. So the hamstring graft that you replace your ACL with is technically stronger than your original ACL tendon. The hamstring tendon is stronger. So, So technically, after you have your ACL surgery, you are stronger and better. So by the time I realized, I should probably get it looked at, it was practically Christmas time. And and even if I went to the doctor, I wouldn't get a spot in a scan just before Christmas. I doubt it anyway. So I didn't bother. But if it's still like that when I get back, if it's still swollen when I get back, I'll go see a doctor and get a referral for a scan. I've got hot knees. Your surgery knee, you can feel the cold. Really? But then again, I'm here in Sydney, so, it doesn't get cold here. No, I got no problems with my surgery knee. It's great. It's my other knees starting to show signs of wear now. So, it's been abused too much. If only I had that Xray machine. That's right. I doubt anything's broke. If only I kept that ultrasound machine that I had in my bunker. If only I kept the ultrasound, I could have done my own ultrasound. Oh, man. Yep. Finally got rid of that ultrasound machine. The chassis was in, I stripped it down to the bare metal chassis. And and I finally found someone. I had it on there for 3 months on Gumtree. Free. Pick it up. Or I'll even pay you $50 to take it away. This giant. But I finally found a scrap metal guy who actually took away this. He turned up with his giant trailer and took away my ultrasound machine, my big, what was it, Philips 3000 or something. Ultrasound machine, which I've done a tear down of. Man, thing was just massive. It weighed a ton. There was a ton of welded metal in that thing. And check my vitamin D levels. It affects inflammation response, among many other things. If it's low, but not in Evie's levels, not modern, get it up. No, I can assure you that my vitamin D, I'm on 5,000 IU of vitamin D a day. I'm good. I'm good. I can assure you. I've mentioned that. If you Google or YouTube search EEVblog 2 breakfast, search for breakfast, you can see what I have for breakfast. And I mentioned in there that I think that I have 5,000 IU of vitamin D a day. So no shortage there, I can assure you. No idea why you'd be hearing Daft Punk. Yeah, I know. I was hoping that it would like stop after 12 hours and then like restart, but it seems shit house. I know. Like I thought I'd get like individual 12-hour record. I thought that's how it worked. If you go over 12 hours, yes, it won't give you the recording, but then I thought it would restart the stream and then give you multiple recorded 12 hours. It doesn't seem to do that. So that really sucks. Makes it almost pointless. Oh, you got those metal things? Well, there's your problem. You got metal put in your knee. You don't get metal. You get the biodegradable. You get the biodegradable plastic. That's what you get. That's the ticket, laddie. Biodegradable screws. Yep. That's what I had in my knee. No, that metal rubbish. Biodegradable screws. I even put in my surgery video, I think I even put up an overlay of the data sheet for the biodegradable screws. So yes, so they're screwing your tendon, so they drill through your knee. Oh, that's what she said. Drill through your knee, and then they pull the new hamstring tendon through, and then they put in the biodegradable screw, and then like a month later, the bone grows around the biodegradable screw, dissolves or whatever it does. Don't know how it gets out of there. But and the bone grows around the hamstring graft. Very cool. Yeah, don't get metal screws. Yeah, a lot of people have low vitamin D and don't know it. Yeah, it causes all sorts. Yeah, vitamin D is huge. It impacts everything. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, I've been taking 5,000 a day for decades. Trust me. No problems there. Excellent on the vitamin D, Keith. 5,000, get your thumbs up. Yes, you can overdose on 5,000. Sorry, you can overdose on vitamin D. Yes, you can. But you need like, I've looked at studies where they've given patients shock doses of like 100,000 IU for hospital treatment. They were giving them, you know. So if you go into hospital and they give you a vitamin D, like if you're low, like if for some reason you need like a vitamin D boost, like straight away, they won't give you 5,000. They will give you like 50,000, 100,000 IU of vitamin D. If you need it for some urgent reason, yeah, they will shock dose you with vitamin D. But you, no, don't take the recommendation. Most studies that I've seen, anything over 10,000 a day starts to get into the you don't, you know, that's too much. That's too much. But something like 5,000 a day. Although don't take your medical advice from the engineering YouTuber. So yes, 5,000 is pretty good. You know, like 1,000 is probably not enough, but you know, it's better than nothing. Is the team ready to start a Tagano campaign to get David Digital Microscope sponsorship? Yeah. For those who don't know, I approached Tagano, who gave me my original microscope. It was like 10 years ago now, like 10, 11 years ago now. I've got the FHD zip. Now, of course, I do 4K teardowns, right? All my teardown videos I shoot in 4K. But my Tagano microscope, which is awesome, which I do, you know, zoom in with PCBs and other parts and stuff. It's awesome, but it's only 1080p. It's not 4K. So yeah, I am looking. I'm actively looking for a 4K. Oh, battery's running low. I'm actively looking for. Hang on, I'll go get the charger. Ta-da. There we go. We're plugged in. Where was I? Yes, so I'm actively looking for a 4K version. And I did approach one company, I won't name them, and they seemed keen. But this was a month or two back. The marketing guy there was on holidays at the time. So he said, oh, yeah, we seem keen on that. Let me talk to the people and we'll get back to you. And they never got back to me. Contacted him about a week ago again and haven't heard back, so I don't know. So yeah, they make very cool ones, very similar, even better than the Tagano one. So yes, and yeah, so I contacted Tagano and they said no, not interested at all. Okay, fine. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I use it in a ton of videos, so I don't know why they wouldn't be interested. I mean, that is cheap. For those who don't know what it costs to sponsor a video, you know, like if I was to take sponsor money for a video, if I was to do a sponsor spot, it doesn't come under $5,000 for one video. Like that is common for a YouTuber of even my mediocre size, you know, even more. You know, even 10,000. It depends on the video. It depends on the niche, target market, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, any YouTuber is not taking at least $5,000 per video for a single sponsored read is not negotiating well, or is not aware of the going rates. So yeah, so you know, yes, you can pay that to get just one sponsored read, or you can donate. This is why companies are so eager to donate to the various YouTubers, because it's cheap compared to advertising, like getting a sponsored read or something like that. It's just, you know, especially if they reuse that product in videos over the years, you get all these long tail views, and it's out of this world value compared to sponsored segments. So yeah, that's why companies usually fall over themselves to send stuff to YouTubers. I would still take a vitamin D supplement, Retro, even if you're out in the sun all the time. I am not being blasé. I don't get much sun, you know. I don't get much sun. I spend my day working in a windowless office. Yeah, because I burn very easily. I don't get a lot of sun, but most of the time, no. Anyone's crazy. If you're not taking a daily vitamin D supplement, I think you're mad. I don't care how much sun you get, because it's incredibly variable. And then most people wear clothes, like, you know, there's not a lot of exposed skin. You've got your face, you've got your arms, and maybe if you've got shorts on, you've got some legs or something exposure, but it's not a lot of skin. It's not a lot of skin. It's not a lot of square area. So, yeah, I would not rely on the sun. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're getting more than 15 minutes of sun, you know, I was out in the sun for a couple of hours the other day without sunscreen. That's why I'm burnt, or I'm very brown. Let's put it that way. But yeah, that's, you know, I only do that when I'm, you know, out and about. Like your average week, I'm not, my sun exposure is not much. Yeah, and yeah, it drops off. It's highly variable. I wouldn't even factor that in. Seriously, I would not even factor in. It's so highly variable that yeah, I just take the supplement. My God, it's not hard. Excellent. Thank you, Matt. Good to hear. Make an ESP32-based oxygen analyzer for scuba tanks. Interesting. The 3D printing enclosure. Nice. Oof. 13,000 IU a day. Wow. Wow. 13,000 is a lot. I wouldn't recommend 13,000. I think that's a bit on the, as I said, over 10,000, you start to get on the high side. There are various studies that show that. But certainly like the recommended daily, don't ever go for the recommended dietary intake. The recommended dietary intake of most vitamins and minerals is bullshit. It's so little. It really is. Cheap insurance. Supplementation is cheap insurance, I can assure you. Oh, okay. You've got an immune thing, right? Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. If you've got specific needs like that, that's probably okay. But yes, for a general average fit, person with no issues, 10,000 is probably too much, and 1,000 is too little. But it's 1,000. If you're taking 1,000 a day, it's it's better than having none. Yeah, I agree. Yes, you'd have to go out of your way to, if you get like the vitamin gummies or something like that, they're like 1,000 IU each. So you'd have to be downing 20 of those a day to really, to really potentially overdose on it. So yeah, it's like obviously you just, yeah. Yeah, you upped it during the coof. Yep, so did we. What? Really? Some AI voice on YouTube told you. 50,000. Oh my God. No, an 8K microscope. Be happy with a 4K. I do want to start my dedicated coin channel. I want to start my coin channel and not crypto coins. I mean, real coins. But yeah, I figured I'd do that on a dedicated channel. But I want a new 4K microscope to, nicely look at them in 4K.
The new King Charles coins.
Yes.
They look fake.
The new King Charles coins look fake, says Sagan.
They actually look fake.
They look fake. King Charles has a new coin. Charles $2 coin. Here we go. I think I can show you this. Hang on. Have I got the right? Oh, no. No, wrong screen. Share, present, stop share, share screen. Hello. There you go. Share. There it is. Sagan reckons that looks fake. Whoa. Boy. And I have to agree, like it just doesn't look right. Because we're so used to us Aussies are so used to having the Queen there that anything, you know, there's few people that actually remember not having the Queen on our currency. So yes, the new King Charles coins have started circulating. Somebody's selling at $9.50 on eBay. Just go down to your local bank and ask for a roll. Can I have a roll of $2 coins, please? It'll cost you $20 or whatever. How many? No, I think you get 20. So it might be $40 for a roll. King Charles coins. But yeah. Yeah. Don't really like the new king. Give me the Queen any day. I think everyone's in agreement. I think every Australian's in agreement with that. So the Queen was the Ducks Guards. Everyone liked the Queenie. No one likes the King. At to stage. Yes. Yes, the one that can get under. Yeah, it's very cool. No, I have no idea what pie hole is. It removes advertising on YouTube. Works great, does it? Okay. I thought they were able to break that. Yeah, 2024 is almost over. 2025, crikey. I can remember thinking, oh, I wonder what it's going to be like when in the year 2000.
Flying cars.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember Back to the Future. It was 2015. It seems so far away. Now it's 2025. Yeah, it's going to be 10 years past when Back to the Future was the future. Unbelievable. Yeah, I thought YouTube were doing some weird stuff to upset the blockers. Thank you, Unknown. My little ones aren't so little anymore. Yeah, it is ultra cheap. And I actually call it by the name. It's like the Xerox of, right? Yeah, I call it, model. Let's go check this under the Tagano. And, you know, like, you can't buy marketing like that. Yeah, but they wouldn't upgrade me to a 4K one. Wouldn't do it. Don't know why. Crazy. So, oh, well, I'll find something else. I'll actually buy it if I have to, you know. But like to get a really good one, like it'd be $4,000 or $5,000. So you know, it's a serious bit of kit to get one that's as good as the Tagano microscope. Like I've got other ones that can do okay, but well, they're not 4K. Yeah, I've got a 1080p one that does pretty decently, but you just can't beat the highly engineered. The zoom range is just incredible on the Tagano and others. There are a few other makers out there of these high-end zoom microscopes for inspection work. Will I get to 1 million subscribers in 2025? Unlikely. Maybe. I don't know. I'm at 950 something, aren't I? 960. It's very slow growth. It's very slow. Growth is very slow. Views are going down. As I mentioned before, it isn't just my channel. Most of the engineering channels are going down on a downward trend. You prefer sponsors to untargeted YouTube ads. Yeah, but you still get them. Even if you have a sponsored thing, you still get ads. They've actually removed vitamin D from the prescribed blood thing here, which is charged under Medicare here. They've actually removed it. Your doctor now needs a legitimate reason to measure your vitamin D levels. They're clamping down on doctors testing vitamin D levels now. So they have to my doctor showed me like a specific box they had to tick in the thing. You hereby certify that this person, desperately needs this vitamin D check because of X conditions or whatever, and like something like that. They're clamping down. Yep. They're clamping down on all sorts of medical stuff here. It's crazy. Hello, Mrs. EEVblog. Yeah, I agree. Seeing a piece of equipment in action has to be better than a read. Yeah. And it doesn't cost them anything. All it costs them is, like if they send you a $5,000 bit of kit, it doesn't cost them $5,000. It only costs them what, $1,500 or whatever it costs, in the actual manufacturing cost. It's trivial. And they just write that off as an advertising marketing expense. And it's like, it costs them very little. Whereas, as I said, if they want to sponsor a video, they're going to pay $5,000 or $10,000 for one hit, just one read, one 30-second or one, read in a video. It's nuts. But if you're wondering why your favorite YouTuber does sponsored read ads, is because it brings in money. I mean, who wouldn't want $5,000 per one video? Like the ad revenue I make from a video is like $50, $100 for a popular video. It's nothing. It doesn't pay for my time. It does not pay for my time to make a video. Whereas that same video, if I wanted to, I could get, $3,000-$5,000 for an advertising read in a video, but I've never done that because I have other ways to make money. But the other YouTubers don't. That's their only income source. So you can't blame them for, taking a $5,000 thing on a video. Yes, I'm a nerd. I get no sun. Bryman manufacture to order, but I don't like there was a part shortage or something. But for those who don't know, Bryman don't hold stock of their meters. So when a dealer like myself says, I would like another 500 meters, please, they have zero. They hold zero stock. They manufacture to order. So it's like 2 months. It's never been less. In the 11 years I've been selling, and at least a decade, I've been selling Bryman meters. No, they never hold stock. That is not their thing. They manufacture to order. So even if I order 50 meters, they just won't have them in stock. They won't be able to give them to me. They will have to order them. They will have to manufacture them, slot them into their manufacturing slot. And it's a 2 month. It's like literally a 2 month wait. Some things like probes, they will have the stock of because it's like common across all their meters and stuff. So generally, if I order probes, but not always, sometimes I've had to wait on the probes as well, like several month wait. So yes, I'm not sure what the delay was. Plus it would have been delivered on the edge of when I was going away. So I didn't want to risk them showing up and sitting on my door and I'm not there. So I didn't want to risk that. So I said, hold off sending them until I know I'm going to be there to actually receive them. So there was a little bit of a delay. Plus, they just didn't. Otherwise, I would probably have them by now. I would have them. They'd probably be turning up like today or yesterday or something. But I told them to hold off for a bit because I'm physically not there. Yeah, but there's not much, Roderick. There's not much unless you're eating tons of fish every day. You're not going to get adequate vitamin D in it. Yes. Now you're thinking about supplement. Yeah. Yeah. Don't rely on the sun. Just take the supplement. God. Ugh. 3-hour hike through the Mojave Desert. Yep. Lobster. Yeah, I can turn into a lobster in 30 minutes. I've got, the fair freckled skin. Ooh. JBC is now using China-made pumps in their desoldering controller. Really, Ryan Labs? Ew. Naughty JBC. Yes, the recommended dietary intake. Yeah, body type, physique, lifestyle. Yep. Yeah. Just take more than you need. Simple. Don't believe all these people. You know, I think even didn't Veritasium do a video on vitamins? And Veritasium did a debunking video on vitamins. You're just pissing away your money. No. Well, look, he's not wrong, but to ensure that you're, that it's cheap health insurance. It's very cheap health insurance. Highly recommend it because the body can take incredible abuse. The body's just amazing. You can get, there's a 99-year-old guy. What is the secret to your longevity? And he goes, I smoke every day and, and drink alcohol. I drink, down a couple of beers every day and I smoke. And it's just, the body, you can abuse the body in incredible ways. And it won't be a problem. But, no, nope. Don't do that. Take your vitamin and mineral supplements. And not the crappy stuff. Find the good stuff. I've got a big spreadsheet comparing like a dozen different brands and all their contents and levels and stuff. Some are fake, but here in Australia, our laws are very strict. So basically anything you get here won't be fake. What's the sea luma? What's a sea luma? I don't know what a sea luma is. Yeah, but I don't want optical. I want digital. I've already got a Mantis. Sealuma.com. Result of decades of experience in the films of visualization and diagnostic imaging. Oh, geez, that's for that's for like surgeons and shit. A Sealuma, right? Yeah, that's for the web page is just okay. I can share it. Sealuma. Change the way you look with fully digital visualization. It's a bit more than what I wanted. The Sealuma. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a bit much. Bit overkill. Yeah, look, let's do surgery on this eye. Yes, okay. 4K 55-inch monitor. And it's got an optical path as well, or is that like a digital? Yes, digital binoculars. I thought it would be. I thought they wouldn't have optical through that. Yeah, they'd have 4K 4K projectors in there, or 4K screens inside those eyepieces, and then everyone can point. Everyone can stand around and point. See, cut there, cut there. No, you cut the wrong. Oh, you intern, you cut the wrong place. See, Luma. Yeah, I'm sure it's great, but that's not what we're after. Yeah, I only just saw a big ears coin the other day. Yeah. The new king is fake. That's why it looks fake. Cool. You've got some Roman Victoria era coins. Nice. Yep. Way behind on the comments again. Yeah, plenty of 4K digital microscopes on AliExpress. Yeah, but they're all going to be crap, Mike. It'd be very hard to find a winner. You can't beat the zoom range of a properly engineered one like a Tagano or other brands. All right, I'll tell you the other brand, Inspectus. Inspectus. Go and have a look at Inspectus. Don't know how you microscope. Inspectus. And of course there's Leica as well. Inspectus. Inspect-is.com. I think that's it. Cookies. Deny all cookies. Yes, Inspectus. So inspectus.com. Oh, I can show you that. Here we go. I need dual monitors. Enter stage. No. Remove. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. Give me the Inspectus. Swap tabs again. Yeah, definitely need dual screen. Yes, the Inspectus ones. Yes, very nice. I've physically played with them, and they are excellent. They are on par, well, they're better than the Sagano one, really. And the software looked really good. It had all sorts of cool stuff in it. And it's 4K, and it's got the massive working range with the massive, even better zoom range than the Tagano. Yeah, really great. Really great, Inspectus. So, yes, I have actually contacted them, and they seemed interested at first, but I haven't heard back. So, yeah. So they're like probably the closest direct competitor, I'd say, to the Taganos. And they seem superior in almost every way. So, yep, and they make a nice 4K, and they do standard 1080p models and stuff. Yeah, they've got specific optical BGA inspections, and you can mix and match, like, mix and match optics, microscopes, stands, lighting sources, and polarization filters, and all sorts of things. It's really cool. So, yeah, Inspectus. I was hoping to get one of those. And, yeah, they've got this XY plate as well. Yeah, it's like this really nice, I think it... yeah, that's a nice XY plate and stuff. Yeah, they look really good. So, yeah, I'll contact them again in the new year and see what they have to say. You've been optical. I've been using optical for 30 years. I don't like this digital rubbish. You didn't like it. Yeah, I prefer optical for a lot of hands-on stuff, but because I make videos, I need the digital. But yes, I do know what you mean. Yeah, that's the thing. I get tons. I've got a whole tub full of microscopes from these Chinese companies who send me these microscopes. Oh, this is fantastic. It's 4K, blah, 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 blah. You know, and it's just, I mean, you pour enough light on it and it can look okay, but then the working range isn't there. The zoom range isn't there. The autofocus isn't there. And the stand, the ergonomics and the firmware is just crap. And it's just, it's too crap for you to bother reviewing. Yeah. And even the decent ones, I've got a lot of, I get requests all the time from these companies that check out this microscope. It's only $100 and it's 4K and it does all this and this garbage. But even the half decent ones that are like $500 or something like that, they're still not up to snuff. There's still no match for a Tagano or an Inspectus or a Leica or something like that. Or you don't expect them to for the price, but maybe, if it's $500 US, like you'd expect some modicum of, decent zoom range or something on it, but no, they're just not polished. Ooh, there's a question. EEVblog, does it still make sense in 2025 to create content for YouTube with lower monetization rates, excessive ads, and new AI tools that put our videos and channels at risk every moment? The obvious answer is no, but the real answer is yes, always. Because if you think you're going to make a full-time living from it, you almost certainly aren't, is one thing. So yes. It's very difficult to stand out. There's just so much competition out there. Very difficult to go viral. Although YouTube algorithm has improved in the last year or so, it's actually improved. And it gives little channels a go. Little channels are always popping up on my feed. Always. It's really amazing. And I tweet them occasionally. Every time I get they'll recommend this tiny channel that's got like 50 subs, 500 subs or whatever. And they make great content and I'll actually share them out. Right? So so the algorithm does actually help better than it has in 15 years. 15 years ago, the algorithm was good and you can get on the front page and all that. So they are actively working on that. So it is really good. So you can do it, but just don't think that you're going to make a full-time living from it. You're not. The whole idea is to make a name for yourself. And once you make a name for yourself, you can possibly, you can parlay that into whatever other business you want to do. Or if it's just to get a step up the industry ladder, just make a name for yourself. Looks great on the resume. You might be able to score yourself a really a job that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to get. So, I would, I would highly recommend doing that. But just don't think no. If you think you're going to make money from it, no. You will have to take the sponsorship deals. You'll have to take those sponsorship deals to stay in business. Because as I said, I'll get paid $50 for a YouTube video. It's not worth my time even uploading it. If that was, if that was the only reason I was doing it is to make money, I would not be doing this anymore. Nope. Yes, Trump will indeed. Trump will save 2025. God, I hope he survives. I hope he survives until the inauguration. Oh, please. Please, the world will burn if anything happens to him before the inauguration. Just saying. Love him or hate him. He's the only hope that, it's the only hope that the war stops, the economy gets back on track. And, the feeling is generally fantastic. There's a lot of people still whinging because they've got, TDS. But no, if you don't have TDS, you are quite, you're quite happy with the zeitgeist at the moment. It's very good. It's very upbeat. You feel like the economy is going to pick up. You feel like business confidence is going to grow. Everything's back on track. Yeah. And it's not just US either. Trudeau's gone, thankfully. Here in Australia, our PM's gone, but we've got no one to. We've got no opposition. not like the Apple dude from what's his name, Pierre, whatever, who's the Canadian guy, the apple eating guy. I love the meme apple eating video. It's awesome. I would vote for him just based on that. And yeah, so a lot of countries are, isn't the in the UK they've completely failed over there. Germany, they've completely collapsed. The AfD party or whatever it's called is coming up because people are so sick of just being beaten into oblivion. And so the zeitgeist is good, and it's a global contagion. Global contagion of, I won't use the word joy. It's not joy. It's optimism. Global optimism. Confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high, but that's only if Trump makes it to the... otherwise, the world's in bad shape. Like, I've been on this, I've been around for a lot of years, and this is probably the time I can say that so much hinges on just one dude. Unfortunately, I don't like it to be like that, but, the whole direction of the planet feels like it hinges on one dude at the moment. He's just single-handedly, dragging the optimism up. Once again, love or hate, doesn't matter. If you're not feeling the zeitgeist change, then you've probably got TDS, because it is changing. Thank you, Diego, for vitamins and electrolytes. It's what the plants crave. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it again. I haven't watched it in like a year. I'm going to have to watch it. It's my yearly watch. Idiocracy, for those who don't know. Idiocracy. Oh, God. If you have not seen Idiocracy, it is great. It is great. Brondo. It's what the plants crave. Oh my God, it's so good. You prefer your Japanese optics fanboy. Doesn't like that AM scope rubbish. It's like trying to spear a fish in water. Japanese optics fanboy. You hear Leica is not what they used to be, really? It's Leica going, I doubt. Surely not. Really? Leica's not the Duck's Guts anymore? Use Anden Star. Oh my God. Anden Star, I just like every month they'd send me contact me. We've got a new microscope. Can you review it? No. And eventually they stopped. They eventually stopped sending them to me and contacting me. It's just like make a million of them. Yeah, I've been getting that too, Mike. Yeah, homepage recommendations and multi-year-old vids. Yeah, that's the algorithm's not all isn't all roses. But and that being said, yeah, I get like 13-year-old videos showing up. I think I got an early one of yours, actually. I think I got like a decade-old one of yours pop up. And it's just, my God. And it knows I've seen it. So it's forgotten. I don't know if the YouTube algorithm forgets, like they purge the view history, but it knows I've watched that video. This is crazy. The income for Patreon's dropping as well. Patreon's dropping as a platform. Yeah, it's just, once again, it's just past its peak. Every YouTuber I know is seeing the same drop-off in Patreons and YouTube income. Exactly the same drop-off. Just, it's not a big drop. It's, it's just slowly, but you do it over 3-4 years and it just goes straight down. It doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter how you boost it up. Fran talks about this a lot because she does regular, 6 months or something. She'll do like a regular campaign to boost, and she'll get a boost. She'll physically see the boost in her patrons, and then it just slowly tapers down again. And then 6 months later, she's got to do another boost. But even though she boosts up, the trend is still down, even though she does regular boosts. Yeah, Patreons. And every YouTuber I know is going the same way, especially like in our field. So, yeah. Oh, what's the Jimmy Carter thing? I saw that briefly flash by. Did he die? Did Jimmy Carter die? Or he said he wasn't going to? I think somebody might have joked that Jimmy Carter died. Is that I haven't kept up to date on the news. I know he wasn't going to the inauguration because he's like 99 years old. Yeah, I agree. They're going to sign crazy amounts of stuff into law before he gets in. I agree. Yeah, Canada could be gone soon because of Trudeau. Man, he drove that country into the ground. Unbelievable. Why, from Sweden? Yeah, that's happening in every country, Jason. Every country. Here in Australia, in the US, in Germany, UK. UK is almost gone. Germany's almost gone. Yep. Name the country. What does that happen in Sweden as well? Yeah. Yeah, they just don't care about their own people anymore. Yep. And you can feel the zeitgeist change. The people have had enough. Like there's, there is a breaking point. Yeah, the Mend It Mark thing. He's gone viral. There's so many copies of his video up now. It's great. I think he got like another 30,000 subs or something out of that. It's great. Everyone knows about Mend It Mark now. It's terrific. I was going to jump on the bandwagon, but I was too late on the bandwagon. Everyone else has uploaded the video. There's no point in me uploading it now. Yeah, I missed the boat there. I was too slow. Yeah, he seems like a happy chap and a genius. Yeah, I subscribed. Yeah, Mend It Mark. hadn't heard of him before either. Oh, maybe I had, but I wasn't subscribed. Maybe I saw a video pop up once or twice, but yeah. Yeah, Mend It Mark. What a dude. Imagine being that guy. What's his name? From the audio full business. Imagine knowing you've screwed up so bad. I'm practically base my earnings on Patreon. Well, that's what Fran does. Well, Fran's almost her only income is Patreon. And yeah, it's not a good position to be in. If Patreon's your only income, I'd be yep. Yeah, it works until it doesn't, and and it slowly goes downhill. If it's still working for you, great. I'm sure it's still working for a lot of people, but yeah, lots of YouTubers I know, their Patreon income is falling. So, yep, that's through no fault of their own. It just seems to be a natural dying off of Patreon as a platform. Once again, not in huge ways, but but yeah, but you give it 3 or 4 years and your income's halved, and it's that death by 1,000 cuts thing, and you just don't realize it until it's too late. Then you haven't got enough time to pivot to some other thing that can bring you the money. Yeah, woke seems to have died, thankfully. Pierre Poliev, that's his name. Yes, I'm way behind on the chat, aren't I? Dave from 1983. Yeah, 99. Wow, is that a 1993 movie, Dave? Wow, is that from 93? Kevin Kline. Yeah, it's great. I love Dave. Dave is great. Yep, I agree. If you haven't seen it, watch Dave. There's a movie recommendation. It's great. I also like the other one where there's what's it called? My Fellow Americans. If you're like in a similar vein, where these two ex-presidents of the US, they have to team up and go on a road trip, and it's great. What's his name? I can't remember the. I can't remember the guys who star in it, but Walter Matthau. Is it Walter Matthau? And somebody else? But it's great. My Fellow Americans is just it's hilarious. I love it. I haven't seen it for a long time, but I do remember I enjoyed that. It's pretty good. Two old ex-presidents on a road trip. and they're on the run. They're on the run from their own government who tried to kill them or something. It's really good. Oh, he passed. Okay, right. 100 years. Did he make it to 100 years? So Carter did die. Yeah, like because his wife just went last year, and it's like it always happens. Once your life partner goes, it's usually not long before the other one goes, especially at that sort of age, right? He passed away at 100. Okay, he was over 100. Okay, yep. Good on him. He made triple digits. What an innings. What an innings. I heard he wasn't much of a president, but he was more popular after. Apparently he was very popular. He did lots of humanitarian. He finally eradicated the guinea worm. Did he finally get rid of the guinea worm? Did he finally get rid of it? Good on him. Made it to 100. Second worst president, says Ryan Labs, next to Biden. Yeah, Biden is the worst by far. I don't think there's a contest. If you don't realize why Biden's the worst president ever, you're not, there's something wrong with you. You've been brainwashed somehow. In London, yeah, the native English are a minority, I've heard. I've heard a lot of Londoners say that. Yep, it's terrible. I have fond memories of going to London a few times, and yep. Arm wrestled a punk in Trafalgar Square. I kid you not. Like, as in a punk, as in the coloured mohawk, everything. It's walking around. This is like 25 years ago. And yeah. Arm wrestled a punk in Trafalgar Square. Said, hey mate, want an arm wrestle? Yeah, no worries. It was great. I won. It was pretty weedy. It was one of those weedy English punks. It was great. Great. Yep. Yeah, but I've heard London's gone. Yeah. Trudeau went insane lately, yeah. Yeah, well, he's always been insane. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're when you're the son of Castro. Fidel Castro's son, Justin Trudeau. Really? He's gone extra erratic, you think, Chris? Extra erratic. Yeah, imagine being a minority in your own capital. Yeah, it's just terrible. I've been loving the Trump trolls. The trolls from Trump about Canada being about joining the union, and Governor Trudeau. Oh man, that's like pro level trolling. I mean, hello, focus. Pro level trolling. Trump's a master troll. Elon's grandmaster level troll. Trump is becoming master level troll. It's great. Governor Trudeau, governor of the great state of Canada. Oh my God. Oh, so funny. So funny. Trudeau's just a glitch. Yeah, hope so. But it's done so much damage. channels that have, I don't know, people leave it in the comments. Help out Fetty. Ones that provide more schematic. Robert Ferenac doesn't really do. Does Robert Ferenac do? Anyway, definitely, if you haven't watched any of Robert Ferenac's videos, but he's more on the PCB side. He's been getting a lot of industry experts in to, talk about PCB design and stuff. Not so much schematic design and circuit because it's so individual, whereas like I've done videos on how to design nice looking schematics and stuff like that. And once I've done that video, there's no point doing another video on it because, well, yeah, okay, I can show you how I lay out a schematic for I can come up with a new design and I can do a schematic for it, but then you're just doing a schematic for that specific project. So it's specific needs for that particular project rather than just generic advice. So yeah, that's why, once you've done like a couple of videos on generic schematic advice and circuit design, then there's lots of aspects of circuit design, of course. I could do more. I've got 2 more tutorial videos uploaded. Can I give you? I'll share in the chat. Where's my channel? Go over to my channel. For those who haven't seen, I've got 2 new tutorial videos uploaded, and they will be released in the new year. I finished those before I went away. My AC tutorial series. So I did 2 whiteboard videos in a day. Unbelievable. I was a machine. Because I had a deadline of going away. So there's one of them. Hello, comment. Is my comment going to show up? Yeah. My comment going to show up? Yes, my comment showed up. Here you go. So that's okay. That's one of them, and the other one is here. So yeah, I restarted my part 4 and 5 of my AC tutorial series. So yeah, I got a kick out of doing that. So I will. I think I'll continue that. I do want to finish my AC tutorial series. So yeah, I got a fondness I rekindled my fondness for the whiteboard tutorials. I didn't have time to do any like breadboard examples on there, and the videos were already long enough, I thought. So, but yeah, kind of rekindled my fondness for doing the whiteboard stuff. So yeah, wouldn't mind getting back into that. Is $700 too much to pay for a TI development kit? Name it, Baxter. That's an expensive TI development kit. That must have some pretty expensive parts on it. Wow, what TI development kit is $700? That sounds like a serious bit of kit. Any good channels on enclosure design for manufacture? I've done videos on enclosure design. I've done videos on that. But once again, like you wouldn't do a channel dedicated to that. Like I've done my videos on design for manufacture. I've done my videos on how to design neat circuits, right? How to design neat schematics and lay them out. And I've done videos on enclosure designs and design for manufacture. So it's like I've done them. Maybe I can expand on them, go back and expand on stuff I didn't cover, perhaps. But you can't like run a whole channel on doing stuff like that, really. So yeah. The mayor is such a waste of carbon. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, the mayor of London. Yeah. A waste of carbon. Good turn of phrase there. I like it. Vince, tell us what you really think. I would support that. Like, yeah, it's pretty bad. But Canada isn't the only country. Nicknamed Tiny, a 6'5" punk with a red Mohican. Nicknamed Tiny. Great. Yeah. Yeah, no, I doubt you'd get the same in London, especially in London. Like England still, you know. Although I've heard a lot of towns, there are towns in England that have gone to the dogs, that have completely gone to the dogs. They've been overrun. It's really bad. Hearing some horror stories. I mean, even, in Germany, Angela Merkel came out and actually admitted, yeah, it was a mistake. It was a mistake letting all the immigrants into Germany. She actually admitted it. She came out and said it bluntly. So didn't the UK Prime Minister just come out and said, yeah, it was a huge mistake. So, it's not just someone's opinion. It's literally the leaders of these countries are coming out and saying, yeah, it was a mistake. That's why I think Australia is going to follow soon. I'm surprised that I think New Zealand did it as well. And so basically all the Commonwealth countries have said it. UK came out and said it. Well, Germany said it. They're not a Commonwealth country. UK, the leader of the UK came out and said it. It was a mistake. Open borders was a mistake. Trudeau, Canada, he actually admitted it was a mistake. He had to. It's so obvious, and he was desperate to save his plummeting things, so he had to come out and admit it. And New Zealand, I think the New Zealand Prime Minister came out recently and said it as well, admitted it as well. And I'm surprised Australia hasn't followed suit yet, but it's probably only time, because Albo's on the rocks. Our Australian Prime Minister, we call him Albo. Because we shorten everyone's name here. Give him a nickname, Albo. Albo's, I think, I wouldn't say the most disliked Prime Minister of all time, but he's getting close. Like, he's got like the lowest rating. He's got the lowest popularity in history. Well, I'm not sure if history, but he's one of the lowest. He's like rock bottom. And we've got a federal election coming up in the next 6 months, I think. Or is it sooner? Something like that. Yeah, and they're thinking about replacing him, and he's just so unpopular, the Australian Prime Minister. And so they're finally admitting all this. What is the good question, Mike? Mike has a good question. Who can answer Mike's question? What is the least screwed country? Which country has been least screwed by their politicians? Name some names. Yeah, Albo's a huge disappointment. Albo makes ScoMo look like a saint. Yeah. Dutton lacks empathy and he's not PM material. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, we've got, as I said before, we've got no opposition. Yeah. Dutton's, yeah. Yep. He doesn't have the vibe. Saudi Arabia? Yeah, I've been hearing that, well, apart from the Saudi Arabian things. Dubai, I've been hearing things about. Japan? No, Japan is going down the toilet because they're, maybe not due to their own, has to be due to their own making, because their population is plummeting. They're losing 1 million people a year in Japan. And Japan are now thinking about mass immigration is the only thing that can save them. So Singapore, yeah, I haven't seen. Singapore's stayed out of the news. So Singapore's a nice country. It's a tiny little island. I do like Singapore. Singapore's nice. India, maybe. Modi seems to be pretty. Yeah, I've heard Modi's popular, but they've got issues. It's not like they haven't been out of the news. A literal potato has more appeal than Dutton. Yeah, I'd probably agree. Yeah, but if I had to choose, like Albo has to go. Albo has to go. So if that means Dutton, I'm not going to vote for him. But if it means Dutton, so be it. But yeah, I'd rather vote for the potato. Japan is slowly getting screwed, by its population. Baxter says Monaco. Haven't heard about Monaco. And Australia needs a total refresh on politicians. Yeah, all of them. Boot all of them out, every single one of them. Agreed. Iceland? Davos? Japan is being strong arm right now. Norway? Japan has huge issues with politics. Yeah, they haven't been out of the news, so I'd have to rule in Texas. Which country? Texas. Someone else says Monaco. Another vote for the Republic of Texas. Canada has lots of room for the Japanese. Japan has been in massive debt and zero growth for decades. They've never seen financial climate. Don't spit chewing gum on the sidewalks in Singapore. Yeah, they're serious. Yeah. Yes, I second that comment. Yep. UK is absolutely awful politicians. Yes, it does. Yeah, Singapore has very harsh penalties, but that's why it's a nice place. Same with Dubai. The same reason it has zero crime, right? You can go to Dubai and you can leave your wallet with $10,000 cash in it, just sitting there, and you come back tomorrow and it's still there because nobody dares steal anything. Yeah, somewhere off the grid, really remote. UK, let's keep voting for the same shit that didn't work before. Yeah, Singapore has a high trust society. Yeah, high trust comes with harsh punishment. Yeah. Yeah, they shouldn't be spitting on sidewalks anywhere, but yeah, no, if you toss trash, you'll go to jail, Dutton's head looks like a nuclear reactor pressure vessel. That's great, yeah. Yeah, I think the USA is going to turn around in a big way too. Yep. You can feel it. You can feel it. As I said, if you don't have Trump TDS, right? If you don't have TDS, then, and you're neutral, you're like center and you don't really, care, you can feel the zeitgeist change. You can feel the difference. You can feel the optimism. Doesn't mean everything's going to be great, but it was going down the toilet. So, yeah. Argentina, yeah, he's been doing great, hasn't he? He's been doing fantastic. Yep. He's a madman. Love the hair. He's been in a year now. It's been 12 months. And wow, things have really, well, in terms of what's being reported, things are turning around like massive. It's almost too good to be true. This turnaround, this Argentinian turnaround, is almost too good to be true. It's happened almost too quick. So I wouldn't believe everything you read about how fast it's turning around, but it seems to be really, really turning around. Yeah. NL, the Netherlands, sliding in idiocracy fast, is it? Ooh. On news today, Dubai, UK, 18-year-old guy got jailed 1 year for sleeping with his 17-year-old girlfriend. Yeah, before her 18th birthday. No, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, apparently, yeah, if you go to Dubai and you want to show intimacy, make sure you're married. just saying. Yeah. But yes, if you live within their rules there, oof, yeah, Dubai is like paradise. I've heard a lot of people say that. As long as you're willing to live within their rules, yep, there will be zero crime. There'll be zero homelessness. There's zero, taxes. It's like, it's really apparently. But yeah, that's the price you pay. After COVID, everything is bad. Mexico has a new, yeah, the Mexican president, isn't she like some young hot chick or something? And she's Jewish. Bizarre. I don't know. Apart from that, I haven't heard much else. No. Yeah, I really enjoyed, but I spent a couple of weeks in Singapore. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. Yes, just don't F around in Dubai. Yes, you will regret it. Yeah, there's zero tolerance for effing around. Yeah. And like there's lots of places like that. You'll get the where there's still death penalty for insulting the prophet, right? Yeah, don't it's people talk about the Maldives, right? Oh, the Maldives, this tropical paradise, crystal blue water, and everyone goes there for holiday. Do not go there. Do not go to Dubai. Do not go to the Maldives with your your atheist T-shirt. Just saying. That is one of the places that still has the death penalty for that sort of thing. So yep. Am I streaming until it's 2025? No, I'm screaming until Mrs. EEVblog screams at me to come down for lunch, which is very shortly, I'm sure. I knew a chick that moved from Canada to Australia. They made her work on a potato farm for several months. Great. Smells like fish and chips. Yeah, lunch could be. Yeah, I should do. It is now 1 p.m. It's 10 to 1. I'll go down and check. I better go down and check to see if I'm required. I'll be back in a minute. Jigsaw mat's coming up, doesn't it? All right. Lunch has arrived. Apparently it wasn't fish and chips, but I got a sausage roll. Look at that. That is crumble paradise. That is flaky pastry, crumbly paradise. Wow. That is an Australian sausage roll. Or we slur it together, sausage roll. A sausage roll. But we slur our words together. So yeah, that is a classic Australian sausage roll. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bobby Dazzler, let me try it. Oh. Yeah, the flaky the pastry, the better. So that's it. Oh, look at that. Oh, it just all fell off. Oh, Kamagutsa. Let me try it. Flaky pastry. Oh, yeah. Yep. Beautiful. That's a Bobby Dazzler. ASMR crust. You having homemade soup? No tomato sauce. No, I'm not going to ruin my sausage roll with a tomato sauce. Sagan puts tomato sauce in everything. It's disgusting. No. Tomato. What is wrong with you people? Tomato sauce. Seriously? Ruin a perfectly good sausage roll, perfectly good chips. You ruin them by putting bloody tomato sauce on them. We can have a mukbang under the Mantis microscope. Barbecue sauce. No sauce. No sauce. Ruin the hiccup. Ruin the taste of a perfectly good sausage roll. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Beautiful pastry. Flaky pastry. Unbelievable. So I'll eat all the pastry as well. Lick all that up later. Oh. Good sausage roll doesn't need anything else. No sauce, but mayonnaise, bullshit. Horseradish. PC load pastry. I like it. Mustard. This is mustard rubbish. You know, have mustard here in Australia. Beautiful. Look at this. It's Bobby Dazzler. Look at this. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. But not flaked off. It would have been better if it was still on top. I could have showed you. But, yep. Sausage roll. Classic Aussie sausage roll. That's all I need for lunch. Sauerkraut. Oh, and a cold sausage roll? No. Sausage roll must be hot or at least warm. You don't have a cold sausage roll. Same with pizza. You don't have pizza cold. That's bullshit. Yep, good sausage roll must have flakes all over the place. Yeah, my plate is just covered in them. This is a Bobby Dazzler. Homemade burgers with chips tonight in Guinness. Nice, Keith. Good work. Yeah, almost finished it. Wow. Bobby Dazzler. Yes, us rich YouTubers. Sure eat well. He's going to have a pie floater next. Yes, I was, Thomas. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll finish this off. Oh, that was great. Yeah, look at the flakes left. Look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'll save those for off camera. Save the flakes. Oh, I've got to have some now. Beautiful. I've got to suck all the flakes off the plate now. Lick it up. People want me to lick the plate. I'm not going to lick the plate on camera. Suddenly have a sausage roll craving. Yeah. Better than caviar. You want to see me choke on camera? Yeah, I probably would choke on the flakes. Yeah, and I don't have any water left. So, yep, I'm going to choke. Yeah, so I won't do that. Thomas had a question. Dave, when studying, were you ever apprehensive about showing yourself on video? Yes, I've told this story before. Well, I told it at a lecture, a talk I gave at the University of New South Wales, which you can find on my second channel, or part of it anyway. You have to be there to get the full thing. And yes, when I first created, I had never been on camera before. I had never seen myself on video before. And I got the idea for the video blog. I thought, oh yeah, this, had a look around. There's no other engineering video blogs around. Video blogs seemed to be like this big thing at the time, or they were just starting up, as a thing. And I thought about doing in fact, my first thought was that I would do a radio show because I already had a really good mic for doing a voiceover thing that I did for some other project, which I've also done a video on. Check that out. Patent. I was almost going to get a patent for this software idea I had. Anyway, and that's on my second channel somewhere. And I had this microphone. So I had the idea for a podcast. Podcasts were just starting up at the time, but I thought, who's going to listen to me just talking on a podcast, like actually talking to myself, because interview podcasts weren't a thing there, but, weren't much of a thing back then, but they were starting up. But yeah, I thought, no one wants to just listen to me on a boring audio podcast. So I do a video blog and I do a series, like a numbered thing. So this would be number 1, this would be number 2, and so on. So I would do a electronics variety show, so to speak, like as a video in a video blog format. So I think the best I had at the time was a webcam, was a 320 by 200 webcam. So I dusted on this 320 by 200 webcam, and I just back then there was a 10-minute limit. There was a 10-minute time limit on YouTube, so you had to do under 10 minutes. And writing scripts wasn't a thing, so I thought, I'll just I'll just talk for 10 minutes about whatever. So I did an oscilloscope review. I did a book review. Yeah, I'm already choking on those flakes. So I did a book review. I did a chip review, was it, or something like that? So I thought, you had to have all these different segments in a thing. Anyway, this is tangent to that. And so I shot and edited this. It just got under 10 minutes. I think it was 9 minutes and 59 seconds or something. So I edited it under 10 minutes. So I just turned on the camera and started talking. Exactly what I do these days. Just turned on the camera, started talking, had no idea what I was going to say. And then I edited it down to 10 minutes. I can't remember what editor I used at the time, but that was a new thing for me. I hadn't edited a video before. And and then I looked at the finished product and I went, oh my God, that's embarrassing. Because I'm just sitting there, hi, because I didn't know how to act, how you're supposed to act on camera or whatever, because I'd never done it before. So I was just sitting here talking in this monotonic voice. This oscilloscope is really great, and I really like how it has the pushy knobs, and this, I highly recommend this book. And I was like, and it was, I was like this stunned mullet on camera, and I hated it. I thought, it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. But I knew enough, and I had enough guts to not be embarrassed. The golden rule in life is don't be afraid of being embarrassed by doing something embarrassing, because you'll never get anywhere. So I knew this, and I thought, screw it. And I'm not going to redo it. I'm not going to, it won't come out any better if I redo it. And just come out a little bit better. So it'll still be embarrassing. I'll still think it's embarrassing. So I went, screw this. I'm going to upload this. Screw it. Who cares, right? So I uploaded it. And the EEVblog didn't have a name then. So it was the electronic. So it was just I think I called it the it had the full name. It hadn't shortened into EEVblog. So it was the Electronics Engineering Video Blog. And I think I even called it episode 1 at the time because I had the idea that, I would number them and call them that. And I thought, this is the most embarrassing thing ever, but I don't care. I'm going to upload this. So I uploaded it to my personal YouTube channel, and then I posted it on the Oz Electronics Usenet group, which was, I was one of the top I was one of the top people posting on the Oz Electronics forum. And people just thought, this is great. And I had like 50 subscribers in the first day. 50 people subscribed. And I thought this was the best thing ever. And I thought, holy shit. My fear of being embarrassed by that would have stopped me from starting this because it was so bad. But people didn't seem to care. So, yeah. And then they said, when's episode number 2? So, so I decided I shot it in like just a bland background like this. I was shooting in the back room where I had my little office, and there was no background. So I decided, I'll go shoot it out in the lab where there's horrible audio and there's no light, but at least I had the instruments in the background, right? At least I had a rack of stuff. So I decided to shoot the second one out there. And I think the first one was the only one I ever used a webcam, that crusty 320 by 200 webcam for. And then I switched over to my, I had a Canon MV800, I think it is, which is a DV tape camcorder. It's one of those DV tapes. So I had to get a Firewire card for the computer. It was a compact flash card that went into the compact flash that had Firewire. And I recorded that in 720 by 560i PAL. So it was in 4:3 aspect ratio PAL, but it was slightly better because, it was a proper camcorder, but still had that camcorder look. And yeah, that's it. I just never stopped making videos. And within 2 years of doing that, it was my full-time job. So yes, I was very apprehensive about showing my first video. I was, I sweated chips. Just, yeah, I was sweating, thinking that, oh my God, this is going to be so embarrassing. But I knew I don't care about embarrassed. I've been embarrassed all my life, right? And I, didn't really care all that much. But I was still concerned that everyone on the forum would laugh at me and go, oh, this is just the worst shit ever. This is, So, but and there are a few people who sort of had some, some sort of criticism for it. But everyone else seemed to like it. So, yeah, they encouraged me to make a second one. So a couple of days later or something, or a week later or something, I made a second one. And then I never started, was making 2-3 videos a week for years until, I went full-time at it with 10,000 subscribers. I had 10,000 subscribers just over, I think, when I went full-time. So I was one of the first full-time YouTubers in the country. So I was one of the first. It's one of the pioneers. I was certainly the first full-time engineering YouTuber. So I pioneered that space for engineering YouTube. So, yep. So there you go. Yes, I was very apprehensive about upload. I thought it was garbage. But I knew that if I tried to rehearse it and I tried to maybe a script or something, I knew it wouldn't be any more polished. And my editing skills sucked and I didn't know how to act. And then I realized within a few videos, I realized, I shouldn't try and act on camera. I should just be myself. I just, which is my, talkative self. So yeah, to this day, I still shoot videos exactly the same way. I have no idea what I'm going to say before I hit the record button. I hit the record button and then something comes out and it is what it is. And then try and edit something together. But almost all of the content I make, same with that first video, almost all of the content I shot for that first video is went into that final 10 minutes. I maybe, trimmed out a few words here and there to try and fit it under 10 minutes, but I was conscious of the 10-minute time limit. And yeah, but yeah, it was very embarrassing. I still find that in video incredibly embarrassing, but I'm not going to delete it because I don't care if people think it's embarrassing or not. Because embarrassment is in the eye of the beholder, so to speak. So, yep, don't be embarrassed about stuff. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never get anywhere in life by being embarrassed or thinking this will be embarrassing in some way. Don't let it worry you, and you'll get far. So there you go. Thank you, Thomas. Good question. Oh, how is it out of 10, the sausage roll? It's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 sausage roll. Yep. Movie maker. Yeah, the tiny, the DV tapes, the little DV tapes, and I don't know if I overwrote it. Maybe I still have that original footage. Maybe I still, because you could record, an hour on those tapes, and each video is only 10 minutes, and I wouldn't have overwritten it. I would have just pressed record again. I can't actually recall, but I shot hundreds of videos with that DV cam, or maybe 100 videos. I shot a lot of videos with that DV cam, that POW DV cam. I don't know. No, then I switched to a Sanyo Exacti HD 1010, which was like a gun grip type camcorder, shaped camcorder, but that allowed me to save to SD card. That was a game changer. And shoot in 16:9 aspect ratio, because before that all my videos were 4:3 aspect ratio. So, yeah. Do I enjoy laughing at my detractors now? Yes, that's always fun. That is one of the, yep. That is one of the perks of the business. Is that, show me your blog, arsehole. You want to criticize mine? Go ahead. but I'm successful and well known for it. Even if I have people who hate me and I get death threats, I don't care. Yep. Firewire. I was there again, Noel, 3,000 years ago. Yeah, Firewire. Yep. That's the only way you could get the thing off the tape. Yep. I don't know if it was Movie Maker. Maybe it was Movie Maker. Yeah, it was Windows. Yeah, it would have been Windows 95 at the time. I would have had Windows 95. Yeah, maybe it was Movie Maker. But he used to edit. You like the early videos where the internet. I did a bit of politics back in the early days. Now I don't do politics on the YouTube channel. Greetings from Egypt. Hey, Omar. Good to hear. Good to hear. Error 42. Thank you. Genuinely enthusiastic to watch. Yeah. I was just enthusiastic for what I did. Once again, everyone back then went into it for genuine reasons. We went into it because we enjoyed just making content and sharing it. As I mentioned in my talk that I gave at the University of New South Wales, this blog was just yet another step. It was step number 3 in my journey of publishing stuff. The first one was publishing stuff in the magazines. So I published my projects in the magazines, and I got well known for that. To the point where I'd turn up to a job interview and people go, "You're Dave Jones, who wrote that article in EA." Yep, that's me. Yeah, so your name, I learned that your name can precede you. And that's very important. It's a very valuable thing to have. If you can get in a position where people know who you are before you even turn up to the door, it can open a lot of doors for you. So I realized that very early on, back when I published articles. So, yep. And then came the web, and I had a very popular website where I shared my projects and other stuff. I had tons of people contacting me on the website, and I got job offers on the website. I got contract roles from having my stuff on the website. And then the third was doing these video blogs. And by the way, how I said I had the my original thought was for the podcast was to do an audio show, was to do an audio show. That eventually turned into the Amp Hour. Once I think I'd been doing the EEVblog for a year, and then I saw one of Chris Gamble's videos, and he was doing very crude videos back then. I can't remember what type, but probably some circuit design or something. And then I thought, oh, this guy, I think, might make a good pair. The good cop, bad cop. He's like the good cop American. I'm the bad guy Aussie. I'm the loudmouth Aussie, and I thought that might make a good pairing. So I contacted Chris. It might have been 2 years into it. I can't remember when did the Amp Hour start. When was the first episode of the Amp Hour? But so I contacted him with the idea to do a podcast together. And he jumped on board because he didn't have any following on YouTube. He only had next to none. Where I was the king of engineering YouTube back then. So he jumped on board. He was very happy to team up, and we've been doing the Amp Hour ever since. So that led into the Amp Hour. I eventually did the audio podcast thing. But I don't think I would have been a success if I started with the audio podcast. I don't think that would have taken off seriously because podcasting wasn't a big thing then. And I don't think anyone would have just listened to one guy talk to himself. Whereas at least the video is visual. I can show off stuff and you can see my face and you can see me get excited about stuff and things like that. It doesn't come across in audio. So I don't think I would have been a success if I started out with the audio podcast like I thought. So it was a good choice to go for the video blog. I can now upscale my 320 by 200 to 4K. Yeah, I should take my original video and upscale it. Aviation saying, it's better to be on the ground wishing you're in the air than in the air wishing you're on the ground. Yep. Hello. Oh, when will I be finished? Why? What's on? Oh, okay. Sagan wants to play Dungeons and Dragons again. All right, might have to call it quits. All right, I'll be down in a minute.
I'm packing up. It's good. You can keep going for another 20 minutes.
Oh, another 20 minutes. Okay, cool, dude. Yep, let's play it. We've got 20 minutes left. I still have my original. I found my original Canon. I think it's MV800. Yeah. So I said it probably still works. I'd be surprised if it doesn't work. But I don't have a FireWire. I don't have a FireWire connection. But I could pull in all those original. I assume there's because I have a tub with the original tapes in them. So I assume that some of them still have original footage on that. That might be interesting. I'll do a video on recovering from getting a fire. I assume you can get like a USB FireWire interface, right? Haven't looked. I just assume you can. So I could still do it. Do I think that repair will make a comeback considering consequences management? Yeah, well, there's a big push for the right to repair stuff. Lewis Rossman and others are really pushing that. It's a big thing. There's an annual conference here in Australia for right to repair, which was in, I was going to go, but it's in Canberra. Yes, it's a thing. I think it's probably, there's too much momentum on the right to repair stuff now. I think it's inevitable that, it's not going to be universal, but I don't think it's going to go backwards. Bugger off with your sauce rubbish. Sausage rolls do not need sauce. Hey, Francisco from Argentina. Let's ask Francisco. Francisco is from Argentina. What do you think of your new presidente? Oh, Mike, I'll get you in a sec. Thank you very much. What do people think? What do people in Argentina think about your new president? Because everyone here seems to think he's pretty schmick. It's pretty great. Just love him. Love the enthusiasm. Love the cutthroat nature. Love how he's slashed everything. Loved how he's supposedly turned the economy around. Is it really turning around? Whereas I can imagine that it's not as good as they're pulling out, but it's not bad either. Like as they're making out, but it's not as bad either. We will wait for Francisco's reply. Any upcoming build projects? Nothing. No, there's nothing. No, I want to get back into tutorials and stuff. Melee is taking back our country. There you go. There you go. Francisco's a Melee fanboy. It's taking back our country. Yep. Okay, so it's as good as we're hearing. Like, it takes time. He's only been in a year, just a year now. Like, you know, it takes time to recover an economy that's been brutalized for, 50 years? So, yeah, I mean, you know. So I don't believe all the news I'm hearing about how he's totally turned it around in 12 months. But, geez, you know, I think he can't have done any better. Amazing. It will take many years. 20 years of socialism. Oh, is it only 20 years? I thought it was longer than that. But yeah, 20 years of socialism just ruined everything. Yeah, the once mighty country is, it's just been, that's what happens. But yeah, anyway, congratulations. And thank you, because it started a lot of stuff in other countries as well. You know, people see the success of him and go, ooh, all this populism stuff. Ooh, if I just do things that are popular with the people. Shock horror. Populism works. And so thank you very much. That's very generous. Mike is sweet. High school, yes, was a wee child. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And yes, Sagan's in year 9 next year. Yep, he's 13. He's going to be turning 14 this year. And he's in year 9 at high school. So that's the tail end of, then he goes into senior school, years 11 and 12. You don't know how it works here. Year 7 is what we call, is where you go from primary school to high school, which is primary school is year 6, high school is year 7. Then you do 4 years, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can decide to do the HSC, higher school certificate, which is senior school, which is years 11 and 12. And you typically finish when you're 17 or 18, depending on when you started. Sagan started young, so he's only 13 in year 9. So, yep, same as me. I started young as well. Yep. So thank you very much, Mike. Very generous. Yes. The Alt Zone video content was before the EEVblog. I think the unclogging the drain bit. Alt Zone is my original personal channel, and there are some videos before the EEVblog. Like there's one when I visited San Francisco. Like there's one when I went under Alcatraz. I've got a video on there of actually going under Alcatraz. I went in the tunnels under Alcatraz, and I've got a video of that. Once again, that was shot on that DV tape. I was shot on that DV. I think that was after. Yeah. That was after the. Yes. So there are some. Yeah. So there are some videos of me that exist before that, but I don't. But I'm not on camera. I'm the one behind the camera. I don't think I'd ever seen myself on camera before. There might have been, like the occasional holiday video or something like that, maybe, of me and Mrs. EEVblog, perhaps. But yeah, no, nothing else. So yeah, Alt Zone technically existed. My Alt Zone YouTube channel technically existed and had some videos on it. But no videos of me ever talking on camera. I don't think, anyway. I would have to look way back. Maybe some old Canyoning videos. Although no, there wouldn't be, because I don't think I ever took that Canon through a canyon. No, I don't think so. You listen to the amp hour while fixing fences in the paddock. Excellent. Yeah, that's what podcasts are good. Podcasts are good to, put on when I'm doing the dishwashing at night, and she's off doing something else. Yeah, I'll just put the podcast in when I'm, I'm walking to the gym. Podcast goes in, or I also do YouTube as well. I just put on a YouTuber because I know if they're just a talking head YouTuber and I don't need to watch them, then yeah, I'll just whack it on. And yep, I'll usually play it faster than times 1 speed. I usually play at 1.5 is my standard speed. It depends on the talker. Some I might go to 2, others I might go to 1.25. Depends on the talker, how fast they are. You learned English. You're watching my videos, Omar. Fantastic. Well done. It's hard for me to keep up with you because you talk too fast. Sorry, dude. You can always slow it down. You can always set 0.75 speed. You listen to the amp hour while painting? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not so much into the amp hour these days. It's slowly. With the amp hour, it became clear that the interview videos we did, you can't do 3-way interview videos or even 4-way because Chris would organise like a couple of guests to come on, like 2 people from the same company or whatever. And then with 4 people talk, like it's bad enough with 3 people talking. We did it for a lot of years where both of us would co-host in like a talk with somebody. We don't like to call them interviews because they're not interviews. We just like to, sit down, have a chat kind of thing. Because we don't have any prepared questions or anything like that. It just goes where it goes. It's just a Joe Rogan style chat, really. And yeah, so I realized that it wasn't, I think Chris might have still been okay with it, but yeah, I just got to the point where it was like, nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't try and record a podcast with more than, it's hard enough with 2 people actually, because you talk over each other because there's a slight delay, especially when you're on the other side of the world. There's a slight delay. People wonder why Chris and I talk over each other. It's because of the delay. It's like hard to anticipate someone's about to speak because you don't have any of the visual cues that, you might hear them breathing in about like they're about to talk, but like there's very few cues that somebody's about to say something and you'll talk over each other. And that just is worse when you have a guest on or even 2 guests. So we stopped doing that. So I made the decision to, let's just not. Chris can have his guests on, and really Chris would have people on that I weren't that interested in likewise. So we just decided, it's better. Well, if we're going to do a talk video with someone, we'll just do it. We'll just invite our own guests on and just do a 2 on, just do it with the 2 people. And I think it works out better than the 3 people. 3 people is just, it's too much. I think we even did 5 at one point, and it was just, oh my God. I think that might have been the catalyst. I think we had like 5 people on, and everyone's just talking over everyone else, and it's like, oh God, this does not work. This does not work at all. Yeah. Yeah, having fun listening to the kids. Yeah. They're doing some role-playing game or something. It's great. No. V5 SAR. No. Source. No. Nope. Not a source person. Nope. It's, like on pizza and stuff, it's fine. No. You don't ruin a perfectly good sausage roll with sauce. You don't ruin perfectly good hot chips with sauce. No, it's not a thing. No, someone says Melee is a WEF. Melee's a WEF puppet. Well, I'll take that WEF puppet over whatever communism they had before. Oh, I'm way behind on the videos. Yes, I've got a battery storage video. Go and watch my battery storage video. Thank you. Thank you very much, Benjamin Fairhall. Ice cream money. Cool. We did run out of ice cream. I need to go buy an extra. Oh, when do the shops close? It's New Year's Eve. Yeah, we better go stock. I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight because every place is booked out. And, yeah, we may have to do something ourselves. So, yep. Thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, another way too generous. Thank you very much, Flavio. Spendelery. I'm butchering that one. Appreciate the knowledge and skills shared. Putting all this information together is a massive undertaking. All the best for 2025. Keep up the excellent work. Many thanks, Flavio. Nightlace Technologies. Not Nightlass. Nightlass Technologies. Nightlass.com.au. Okay. That's why you're in Aussie bucks. Science, technology, and engineering. Nightlass Technology is tailored to provide bespoke consultancy and support services in areas of coffee, cosmetic lasers. Oh, that's not a joke. You actually do within the coffee industry. Cool. Lasers and education sector. Cool. Oh, you got a projects page. Nice. Nice. Check out Peeps. There you go. Check out his website. There you go. Nightlays. Mixie clocks. Oh, yeah, there's the coffee projects. Engineering. Spectroscopy. Tesla coils. Ooh. Lasers. Dye lasers. Nice. Night vision stuff. Ooh. There you go. Cool. Cool bananas. Excellent work on the website there. Tesla coils, 100mm 4-inch coil project. Ooh, nice photos. Nicely documented. Well done. Oh, you were in Silicon Chip magazine. Cool. Excellent. Well done. That's great. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I think we've got dinner tonight sorted. Thank you very much for the super chats. They have an awesome dad. Well, I hope so. Sometimes when I have to teach them a lesson, they're not happy. Cameron, I mentioned, I don't know if it made the cut of my talk at Uni of New South Wales, but how do you know I was ready to start your business in the early days? You start by midnight engineering. You start by, working a side hustle, working late at night, working from your garage, getting a side business going, side hustle. Never quit your job and go, I'm going to start a engineering services company, and then you start the company and then you go, I'm going to find some clients. No, it doesn't work like that. Any good, successful, like a company like that, that, started from a garage starts because you do it on the side when you have a real day job that pays the bills, and then you get possibly side contracts from contacts at work and stuff like that. And then you take on, side business, and you build up a little customer base. You build up a name for yourself. You build up a rep. And then once you decide that, I just got an extra project. This is going to take me 6 months. That's when you might start thinking about handing in your resignation at the day job kind of thing. And that's when you know you're good to go. Don't just start. Right, I'm going to register my business name, Joe Blogs Proprietary Limited, and I'm an engineering consultancy. And now here's my website, and you sit back and you wait for clients to rock up. No, you're just going to fail. It doesn't work like that. So yeah. You do mention side hustle. Yes. So yes, you're doing it the right way. It starts as a side hustle. Yep. Start your business. No, you just start it. You start a side hustle. You just start it. That's why it's a side hustle. It doesn't cost you anything. And if it doesn't work, doesn't bring in the coin, then it doesn't matter. You still got your day job to rely on. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. So you're studying. Oh right. Think before you start yapping on, Dave. You're studying engineering. Well, yeah, do it from your dorm room or whatever. If you're in a dorm room, many a businesses started there. Artafruit started in her dorm room, selling kits on the bed, like the bed would be the production table, right? And yeah, that's how you start doing it. You don't know that you're ready. You are ready when you have the idea. If you have the idea, right, I'm going to do some stuff on the side. That's it. It's done. You've made the decision. Get to it. Start it. Don't worry if it's the right time or not. Just do it. As long as it doesn't impact your day job or, impact your studies in a significant way. But most people, if you're young, you don't need 8 hours sleep a day. Right? Yep. Happy New Year, Andre. Yes, thank you very much. Happy New Year. ABNs are free. ABN's free now. ABN's free? Oh, if you're a sole trader. ABNs never used to be free. Really? Okay. Even when I had an ABN when I was like 17 or whatever, it wasn't free back then, I don't think. Okay. Or it doesn't cost anything. It costs like $100 or something. Yeah, it costs nothing. It costs nothing to, it costs something to become a proprietary limited business. I wouldn't do that. Just become a sole trader, and tax just goes on your personal tax, and it's easy. And then, so I did that for a long, long time. And then it got to the point where I was earning too much and I had to go to a proprietary limited business. Yeah. Or if you have to collect GST and claim it back and stuff like that. ABN is free for a sole trader. There you go. Did not know that. I think that's changed. I don't think it used to be free. Business name is not free. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. To get the ABN number, I'm probably thinking of the registered business name because I had a registered business name, which I would have. It makes you sound more professional. Get an ABN with a business name makes you sound more professional. Absolutely. It doesn't cost much to get a registered business name. And just, do it as a sole trader. Don't start a proprietary limited company. There's too much legal red tape overhead. Isn't worth it. Unless you're pulling in, 80,000 a year. Once you get to that sort of level, then you start thinking about a proprietary limited. Yeah. Then you can choose. You can optionally choose to register for GST. Yeah. But generally speaking, if you're just starting out a side hustle, don't bother. Yes, if the business is your own name, then it's free. Yeah, because my name, David Jones. There is a massive department store in Australia. It's been here for 150 years or something. Longest department store in the world, is it? Could be. Longest retail department store in the world or something. Well, it's one of the longest running. David Jones. Walk right into David Jones. God, how many times did I freaking get teased about that at school? Unbelievable. My mum claimed that she never realised. She just wanted, if she had a boy, it was going to be David. So it was David. It didn't occur to her that there's a freaking department store named after me. So, yeah. Yep. So, yes. But I'm legally allowed to trade under the name David Jones. Because that is my legal name. They can't stop me. But I wouldn't be able to have David Jones Proprietary Limited, but there's nothing stopping me having David Jones as a sole trader and that being my business name. As long as I make it clear that I'm not trying to actually rip them off or anything like that. But no, I'm legally allowed to use my name. So, yep. Yeah, proprietary limited. Yeah, you get your own tax file number, and you got to have a board of directors, and you got to have you've got to have a company prepare your minutes, and you got to get a whole folder like this from when you form a proprietary limited business. It's all just legal paperwork bullshit. See, that is not a thing here. I never got teased once at school for Davy Jones's locker because that's not a thing. That's an American thing. That is not a thing here in Australia. No, I got teased because I'm named after a department store. So yeah. Even to this day, I'll still get it. I'll go into the post office. Oh, what is your name? David Jones. And they go, oh, just like the department store. Yeah. It's like, yeah. They'll torture me by suing. No, there's very clear case law here in Australia. They can't win. There's very clear case law. Just sit back and say, sue me. I'm not trying to imitate you. I'm legally allowed to trade under my sole business name, David Jones. Yep. So, yep. Yep. But you can't take out a business name, David Jones, but you're allowed to trade under it. So, like using your own name. So I could not be David Jones Plumbing, I don't think. David Jones Electrics or something like that. I don't think I'd be allowed to get that. I wouldn't be allowed to register that business name. But I'm allowed to be a sole trader with, without having the business name. You just trade under your own name. So yeah, it's different to a business name. Anyway. Davy Jones's locker, also known in the UK. Yeah, well, didn't make it to Australia. It wasn't a thing. I don't ever remember getting teased once for Davy Jones's locker. That's just, Once again, because I wasn't going under Dave back then. Wasn't going under Dave or Davy. It was always David. Or Jonesy. I was known at school as Jonesy. Hey, Jonesy. And no one had ever called me David at school. It was always Jonesy. My entire my entire childhood was Jonesy. So, yep. So, yep. Okay, everyone. Well, I think I have to go and play Dungeons and Dragons with Sagan, and I've got to finish off. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the flaky pastry. Look at the leftover pastry there. Don't want to go all over my keyboard. Oh, look at that. Bobby Dazzler. So I'm going to finish off my sausage roll pastry, and I'm going to go play some Dungeons and Dragons. So, thank you for joining me. Jones is a very African-American name in US street cred, is it? Interesting. Never heard that. So, yeah, anyway, thank you very much. That's 2024 done and dusted. What a year. 2025. Unbelievable. I'll still be right in 2024 on stuff for like the first 3 months of 2025, I'm sure. Who else does that? Yeah, 2025. Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, the vibe is good. Vibe is good. So, yep, sanity's coming back, I think. Sanity's coming back in the world a bit. Woke's dead. No, it's not dead. But, it's in its death throes. You won't get cancelled for it now. Yep, it's all good. Happy times. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, all the cancel culture's gone now. It's great. It's great. Yep. No sword of Damocles hanging over your head lest you say the wrong thing. Yep. Unbelievable. Anyway, yep. So, a very good 2025. I think it's going to be pretty schmick 2025. It's going to be exciting. So, catch you next time.